This girl would eventually be the mother of my child.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry I'm out of it.
I think you know what game it was.
Don't try and trigger me because you'll end up worse off, mate.
I don't want to annoy you, man. I don't want to annoy you. How is everybody? And thank you for choosing to spend your Saturday with us. Can't help but notice, mate, you without a beverage. Are you going to be all right? Are you going to be all right there? I don't want you to be ending up.
I've got more beverages
situation.
than you, mate. Just FYI. Big bottle of water there, yeah?
Volvic?
Sit down.
Volvic?
It's something about volcanoes and gives you a boner or something, it says in the advert.
Volvic gives you a boner? That seems really inappropriate for water.
It's pretty good water.
It's pretty good water. It gives you a boner. It gives you a fucking strong one. How's it going, everybody? I hope you're all feeling good because there's loads going on, mate. It's all exciting. We've travelled back in time, not once, but twice. And then into the future. And then we went and killed Illidan. And then we did all that stuff.
We did. Oh, shit, we did travel back twice. Well,
we did.
We did, yeah.
We did. Do you think 725 is going to suck? Because we were hyped about 7.2, and it all went a little bit wonky.
Well, 7.2 is a big patch. 7.25 is a small patch.
But it's not, though, is it, mate?
See,
it's not a small patch by any means. It's shenanigans. It's a bamboozlement by Blizz.
Is it not? Not? Mate, really? Really? Dig deep? Really? Because Tomb of Surge was supposed to be 7.2, wasn't it? They advertised it in 7.2. Now it's in 7.25, mate. Another bit of chicanery.
No, that was always on the cards.
A bamboozlement.
No, it was always on the cards.
Can we keep using bamboozlement? I like it.
I do. I'm glad Tomb didn't come out yet. Fuck that. Fuck that noise. I'm living the leisure life, man. I've got
La Vida Loca.
Oh, yeah. My raid times, finish early on a Wednesday. Bit of a do on a Thursday. And that's it. That's it. I'm all good, man. I'm all good. And then people are going, why don't you farm that AP, mate? Get like loads of concordance levels.
Why don't you fuck off?
Yeah, exactly. That is my attitude. Why don't you take yourself over there? And over there is where people are giving a shit about high levels of concordance.
How many points is concordance?
50 deuce.
50 deuce?
52. 50 deuce.
I'm not a fan, mate. Catching up me sen, mate. Yeah, catching up me sen.
What's your worst one?
Mate, I've not even fucking looked at the ones that I'm putting in.
What are you playing?
On my assassination rogue.
So you've probably got something like 2 more seconds of evasion or some shit is going to be like the last point.
I'm going to be honest. I'm just literally seeing what's 3 out of 4. Right, you can have a point. That's all I'm doing. You know why? Don't care.
100 million to 55. Nah. Nah, I don't think so. Well, I've got concordance. It's amazing.
But
it's a game changer, buddy.
But mate,
it's a game changer. I'm doing this. Risky, but I'm going for it. There we go. There we go. Everybody got concordance now, right? Everybody's got it.
But as it stacks, you're gonna get the benefit. So it is gonna be a noticeable DPS.
Yeah,
increase.
if you get all the stacks.
If you get all the stacks, I mean, we're a game. Hey, can we get real for a second? We're a game that's not based on RNG. Okay.
Not yet. Soon.
Not an RNG based game.
No.
In the slightest. I mean, most classes, they're not RNG based. I mean, what? Let's look at.
There are some non-RNG classes.
Hey, let's look at Outlaw Rogues. They're not. Wait. No.
There are some non-RNG. To be fair, though, I've had this discussion with like lots of people. So I was on the Finalboss show twice, essentially, because Mr. Bay does a thing for his Patreon guys, which is awesome. And so what we're going to add in, where he has this behind-the-scenes stuff.
I don't want people to see what happens behind the scenes.
No, well, I mean, we'll edit it. I'll tell you what we'll leave out. Any audio file named by you.
That's shade being tossed for reasons that I can't disclose on stream, but ouch. Just as a disclaimer, that's not going to change. That's not going to change.
That's something we can't put into the behind the scenes, right?
That's now in the foundations and fabric of the company. When you ask me to name an audio file, I will name it in the most graphically offensive name that I can come up with.
I mean, how dark can this name go?
How can I incorporate the name of the game or the video with various offensive words?
Yeah, exactly. So that's one thing to worry about. But if we ever get more staff, which we will, but we definitely have
They've got to be taught. They've got to be taught.
It's in the handbook.
Yeah.
Don't be offended by the names of audio files in the business. But Bay does this behind the scenes things, which is supposed to be, right? Bay tweets at me. He's like, bro, Gotta do my behind the scenes thing on Saturday. You alright with that? I'm like, yeah, what is it? He's like, oh, it's like setting up for the show. What topics we're going to talk about on the show? I'm like, okay. It's like, it's 25 minutes, mate. It's 25 minutes. 2 hours, yeah?
Cooked.
2 hours of bants with Bay that doesn't go out to the public besides the Patreon guys. So 2 hours of podcast of we're talking all that wow shindizzle, which was really cool, actually. We talked about lots of stuff. Then the next day, your first show.
It was a good bit of bands, mate.
How did it feel being on a show where you get asked the questions and stuff? My first one was really weird. My first one was Convert to Raid.
Well, that was fine.
With that man Coltrane.
With that man Coltrane, yeah. Nice. It was fine. It was fine. I knew that there was a lot of shit that I couldn't weigh in on, so I just had to fuck around a little bit.
It could be like that, especially if it's talking like really hard PvE stuff.
But it was a good laugh. The thing is, though, I've got, like I put in a tweet, I was a bit sentimental, right? But I've got all the fucking time in the world for Bay.
He's
nice guy. Nice
guy in the world, man. And he runs a tight ship.
He does. And that hair, can we talk about the hair? I'd like to talk about the hair. Is glorious.
It is. It's a mane of justice.
It's glorious.
And the very next day, I'm on Allcraft with Asmon, Hotted, and Rich. Why does everyone hate on Rich? I like Rich.
I've not watched
really
it.
Nice guy.
I read the comments,
really
and I was
nice
like,
guy.
wow, that's a bit harsh. So
that guy takes a lot of shit for no apparent reason for why.
Apparently, like, because like Hottie was saying, and a couple of the guys saying, basically, he keeps it flowing. Like he's
in command of the show. Like me and Asmon kept going off on these tangents. Like it started with one question and then it just went blah, 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 blah. And then it was Rich who kept bringing the show back into focus. Hottie kept cutting to close-ups of himself without realizing it. Is what I got. Yeah, it was really funny. Like again, because obviously tries to do a little like where like whoever's talking, you put them on the front, right? And so I think occasionally he's trying to click to me or to Asmon or to whoever or to Rich, and then it just ended up clicking on himself, and Hottie sat there like that. And then he realised that he's on camera because it's obviously come up on Twitch because he's following what's happening on the show, and it was really funny. It was really funny when he noticed. There's like links to it and stuff.
So like you and Asmon weren't at each other's throats then?
Who's going to be next? That was the question. Me and Zach were
having first name basis, mate.
Yeah, like we were talking about it before the show because I was like, "What are we going to like?" Obviously, like, how are we going to get over our hatred of each other? And he was like, "Whatever." And I said, "Well, first it was Nobble. Like, people tried to start a beef between me and Nobble. Remember? Yeah, that was going on for ages. Then it was Asmon. Who's next on the list? Like, we've got to get this beef going with somebody. Let's take a vote in chat. Who do you want me to have a fake internet beef with next? Let's start it up. Let's get it on. But the best thing was how differently these shows are run, right? Badge? We could do... Oh, no, because I've already got cuddles with Badge. I can see it. I can see the cuddles with Badge.
True. Right there.
Cuddles with Badge.
I'm thinking some, like, young, big-titted female streamer, we should really go to town on them.
Ooh, we got beef.
Oh, we got beef.
Oh, we got beef.
Oh, I got your beef.
Bell, it's too late for Bell. Talk to Bell. Bell is winning mega awards for his clickbait titles, though. That guy don't give a shit. That guy don't give a fuck. That's like, fuck it, right? Those titles are getting crazy. Those are so funny. It's so fucking funny. I love the guy. He's like, you know what? This fucking works on YouTube. Have it. The Chromie thing, what's the big title of that? It's like the best thing ever in WoW. All caps or some shit. It's like, fucking hell. That is funny, man. That is funny. I can't do it. I can't, because we do clickbaity thumbs, right? Because it works. It does work. You can't deny it. It works,
title in it, though. Like, it tells you what it is. It's not just like an overall sort of like...
I can't go that far.
If you're going to watch one video today, watch this. Emojis.
I can't go that far, man. It's too much for me. Fair play to the lad. A Crendor too late? I've been on Crendor's show. It's too late. It's too late. Rekfall? Does Rekfall even play WoW? I mean, I've never followed Rekfall.
Hey, I like that. Preach facing Destiny's Child.
I've had a new one every week for like months now.
Have you?
Yeah, I always have little souvenirs. Usually it's like millions of preaches or peaches.
Is this kind of bait for me to now increase your views to go back and watch them?
No, I don't like writing preaching ghosts. I think it sounds retarded.
What about like...
I think it sounds totally retarded.
What about like the good looking one?
It can't be Quinn.
And the phony.
He hosts us.
Does he?
Yeah.
Quinn.
Yeah, it's no good. Scott, it can't be Scott either. Like, it's not.
I like Scott.
We're running out of Swifty. Swifty, as far as I know, has no idea who I am anyway, so it's unlikely. Oh, that could work then.
We should do
that. Could work. It could work with John. John could rock it.
Oh, mate, go and tell Swifty. Logitech, not Razer.
Shoot fire. I can't type preaching ghost into there. It's too much for me. It's too much. It drives
It's
me crazy.
it's in about 9 places on that screen anyway, so it's fine. I like the nicknames. I'm gonna have to check them though.
Like but yeah, okay, back to it though. Like let's put it this way, right? If any of you ever get onto Bay's show, right, to do something, because he has all the classes on and stuff like that, so there's a variety of things. Oh, that Guardian Druid show though. Did I feel bad for Bay? I don't know those guys, but Jesus, that's how you tank a show. Holy shit.
I tried reading from the comments when I saw people talking about it, and I didn't watch it again, but I read the comments saying, "Can such and such really fix their fucking mic?"
That was not the worst of it. It was just like Bay's like, because Bay like puts a question out there.
Yeah.
And this is let me describe how it happens, right? If you're on Bay's show, you get asked usually 2 weeks before, can you be on this date? Because he schedules it. Then about a week before, you get a Google Doc that is like really professional.
Yeah.
With every topic on it, all the way through. You get this big document that comes through. He then sets up the Skype about a week before, because Discord doesn't do video yet, but they're going to soon. And then 12 hours before the show, he creates the Skype group, and then he has a countdown. And every 2 hours, there's a countdown update as to when the show will be. Right? That's how Bay runs.
Fucking by the book, mate.
When you're on the show, he goes through the document, and I remember, I don't have the document open, sorry, Bay. Sorry, Bay. But occasionally, I've checked it, and Bay, like, goes through it, like, highlighting where we are, what's coming up next. He's doing all this stuff, right? Like, while flicking through the cameras and asking the questions. So, that's how Bay runs it. Allcraft, however, and I had a great time, I'm not slagging him off, I'm just saying this is the difference. 6 minutes before the show starts, I get a tweet from Hotted like, what's your Skype? And then the message was, PC's broken from Hotted. I'll be ready in a minute. And then Asmon's in bed, right, going, are we doing the show? And it's like, is it in 7 minutes or something like that? And I'm like, what is this? What's happening? Like, compared to Bay's show? I'm like, what's going on? And then Hoyt's going, PC's broke. I'll have to just plug everything into a laptop. Let's move it 15 minutes later. And I'm like, this is pretty funny. And then at that point, I still hadn't given him my Skype or anything. So Asmon's like, I'm going to get out of bed in a minute and we'll sort it out. And I'll turn Skype on. And then Hoyt's like, I think it came to about 3 minutes before the show started. It's like, can I have your Skype? So I was like, there's my Skype. And then the call come up. And nobody said anything because everyone was busy. So I was like, hey, what's up? You know, and it started talking to people, and then people kind of dropped in. And then it was like, all right, we're starting the show in about 30 seconds. Everybody ready? And I was like, yeah, apparently. Apparently. He did send me show notes, though, because I asked him, like, what topics are we going to cover and stuff. Because Converts already do something similar, where there's, like, a list of topics and all that kind of stuff. I get Hottie was on a plane. Hottie landed, got in a taxi, went home, did the show, and then left immediately to get in another taxi to go in another plane to Germany or something. He's living in Germany right now. So I was like, what's the show notes? And Hottie says, I'll do it for you tomorrow, no worries. What I get is a screenshot of Hottie's phone from the plane. With just like notepad. I was like, this is the shit. This is how we run the web show. This is like exactly how we run the web show. It was so cool to see the difference. It really was. It was fucking awesome. But yeah, it turned out to be a really good show.
Good.
Both of them were really good.
Good.
Yeah, really relaxed as well. And you guys all turned out for it, which was fucking awesome.
Nice.
But on to other news then. People were... Can we talk about the miserable cunts who are playing WoW right now?
Mate.
It's driving me fucking insane.
It's fucking hilarious. These sad bastards. You know the best part is?
It's so weird.
They're still choosing to not only subscribe, but to, like, play this game to the point where it annoys them, but then continue to pay
guys
and play.
Have quit playing. These guys are still
Play
playing.
somewhere else in you miserable shit.
I mean, we're not talking about a large segment of the community here, but
Big.
Jesus Christ. It's weird. Like, the Black Temple Timewalking is a short-term event of an old raid.
Fucking
and it's
God.
really good.
And we're going to rehash everything. Oh, fucking hell. What's next? What's next?
It's fucking unbelievable to read these, but I was like, I can't fucking believe this. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm like, this is the worst thing you've ever seen? Really? Like, all this game is now is rehash content. I was like, what was the last rehash they did? And this is a short-term fun event for time walking?
They didn't even have to include it.
No, it's not.
No one knew about it until
it's
like the patch notes.
Content. I'm just reading something, but that's like one example. But then we went to the Chromie thing, the Chromie thing, and which is fantastic, right? The Chromie thing is utterly amazing. It's so fun to do. You didn't get to do it.
No, you told me all about it. But it sounds fucking really cool.
I saw that the notes was like, oh, this thing's open for testing. So we actually had 4 videos to do that day. Do you remember? We were really fucking busy to try and get it sorted. Triggered.
What was it you called her in the video?
Chromie.
Chromie?
All the way through.
Fucking
On purpose. I was like, nah, fuck it, it'd be funny. The regular viewers will be fine with it. They'll be like, oh, I hate you so much.
Downvoted because you said Chromie.
That's fine. No, I don't care.
Who gives a shit?
It's all about their bands. Don't worry about it. I don't think if you're ever gonna leave like all the content because of that, then you're probably not gonna last too long anyway. That's my thought process on it. Bit of fun, but I logged in. It was like, it was already like 3 o'clock, and we had to get everything done by 5.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, right, I'm gonna do this Chromie thing and see what it's all about. Because it's a scenario, right? So I was expecting like a 10, 20-minute scenario. Yeah, run through, queue up, whatever. And ended up just like lost. Like, this is fantastic. This is really, really good. And then pushing myself because once you're learning what's going on, I'm not going to spoil it, don't worry. But once you start getting the grasp of what's happening there, you're like, I really need to nail this. Like, you've put this challenge in front of me.
The investment is in there.
Yeah, I was like, I need to figure this out right now. And I ran like one of the parts of the scenario 4 times and shaved like, I think I shaved something like 11 minutes off it. Yeah, it's on a 15-minute timer. The whole scenario was on a 15-minute timer, and I got like 11 minutes, and it felt so good. I was like, wonder if I could do this. I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I could try this, and maybe I could do this. And I kept going in with different ideas. I was like, I wonder if I could skip over this bit and go straight to this bit. And it was like, that works. Awesome! It's so freaking good. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
But coming back, so I can't spoil that too much. But what did you think of the Black Temple? And those of you who came with us.
Fucking great.
It was so much fun.
It was great. Here's the thing, though. It's not hard. It's got mechanics that'll kill you.
It's hard enough far.
It had a taste. It had a taste of the mechanics of Black Temple without you one-shotting a boss for your fucking transmog gear, right? It was fun to see some of those old mechanics being reused in such an easy, manageable way. Yeah. We took people from the fucking stream who we had no direct connection with.
Yeah, there was no vetting of people.
Exactly.
There was no vetting.
And we got it cleared. I don't think we had a wipe either, did we?
No, but I did raid lead the shit out of it. Yeah. I was like, this is exactly what you do.
But it's fucking mint. You're getting potential upgrades, which are from the Black Temple. You're getting a nice couple of things that are going to be pointless, like we said, like the weapons and shit like that.
That's a shame.
It is a bit of a shame.
The weapons are a shame.
But then, not even having to be on a demon hunter to get the achievement of, what's it called? I'll hold them for you, or something like that. The achievement.
I can't remember the name of the achievement.
But when you kill Illidan, if you've already got the glaive achievement on any character, you get the achievement called I'll hold that for you, or something which unlocks the skin for the Warglaives.
Don't talk about my bloodlust on Illidan. Of all the things, right, I planned throughout that was one thing I'd forgotten. I'd totally forgotten that Maya did that. And I was like, oh, this is, we've got this. We've got the fucking kill in the bag. Yeah. Right? People are doing stuff correctly. Boom. But the best thing about it is Blizzard has so many cool raids. So many. That I just sat there and people go in and they one-shot every boss. And it doesn't mean anything. You're just after the transmog or whatever. So why not scale these things up so we can go and do them?
And like another thing as well, on Illidan, like I pointed out before it happened on stream, is when he does the demon within phase, he's fucking ginormous. And then as soon as he did it, I looked immediately to the chat and everyone's like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
Yeah, I can't believe so many people didn't know Illidan
didn't know that he went that big, yeah.
I was mind blown by that so many people had no idea that Illidan did that. But also the fact that you get to do the mechanics and you do get a feel for it. Yeah. Obviously, it's a bit like the time walking is now. It's not what it was really like by any means, right? It's not even close to that. But it does give you a sense of what was going on. You do get to do the Terron ghosts. The boss that blew everybody away, though, which I thought was amazing to see, because that fight is incredible at the time, it was Reliquary of Souls. Once people realised, okay, this fight is fucking nuts. Like, once people realise what the Reliquary of Souls is supposed to be like, and not just like a head that comes out, you one-shot it and the head goes back in, that's what most people think the Reliquary of Souls is. Once people were like, oh, okay, this thing literally headbutts the whole raid to death, which it does.
If you're stood closest, he's going to hurt you.
And then he was doing all the interrupts, and then you have the phase where people... And then, because people were like, oh god, we get to regen in this phase, and this is what this phase is all about. That was fucking cool. But we were thinking, a lot of people suggesting what other raids could they do. Do you think they would be tempted to... Because you know what's next on the list, in my eyes. What do you think? What do you chat and you? What do you while I answer? What do you think if you're Blizzard and this pays off, and it will? Black Temple's going to be massively popular for the duration that it's open. What would be next on the list?
Ulduar. Has to be.
Busy. Yeah. Ulduar has got to be on the list.
It's got to be.
But do you think they'd split it in half and that would kill it?
Oh,
but
that's a horrible
it's long.
notion.
It's really long.
I know it's long, but no, because these are groups that you're going in as a pre-made. I'm assuming that is Black Temple going to be a queuing system, or are you going to have to go in as a pre-made when it's on live?
It's pre-made. No, there's no queuing system.
There's no queuing system.
It's too hard for that. LFR wouldn't be able to do it.
Well, then they should do that with Ulduar for a full clear. If that's going to be the same way with Ulduar, expect it like it's going to be a raid. You're going to clear it, so just go with your group like it would be a raid now. That's what I think.
Ooh. Black Temple is long too. No, we did it in an hour and a half. Less.
It was under 2 hours for sure.
It was under
Can't
2
remember
hours.
what exact
Yeah, it was
time.
under 2 hours in a pug. But I think Ulduar is way longer than that. Ulduar is. If you're, I mean, don't think of it. If you've transmogged it, that's not what the raid's like. Like Razor Scale, unless you could do it in one phase, is a pretty long fight. As is, I forget his name, Forge Master something. XT is a pretty long fight. Would they include the hard modes to get an extra drop?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Is Firefighter going to be in there as some form?
Or Heartbroken.
Exactly. Are they going to import Ignis? Yeah, Ignis. Ulduar is pretty long. And things like, are they going to put I Choose You Steelbreaker in there? Because that's, I mean, they'll obviously do it like Black Temple where they made it significantly easier. But,
if it's that difficulty level, I'd be surprised if they didn't, but I don't think... It may be if it gave a meta achievement, not individual achievements, but if you did all the hard modes together at, let's say, the flavour of BT's difficulty, then you should do all the requirements for an end game, well, for like a complete achievement, and then that will give you something superficial like we got the Warglaves. To me, that would make sense, because those hard modes, if we're talking about the difficulty scale that Timewalking BT is, they are all massively easily managed.
Yeah, normal Ulduar is really easy. There's a lot of bosses. How many bosses are in Ulduar? 14?
Mate, as if I know that off the top of my head.
I think it's about 4. Alright, let me do the list without looking at the chat.
I could do the list with you.
Leviathan, Flamescale, Ignis, XT, Steelbreaker, Algalon, Chromie, whatever the fuck he's called, Cat Lady, Hodir, Freya, Thorim,
Vezax,
Mimiron, and yeah, 14.
Yogg.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, that's 14 bosses. I'd be interested to see if they put the hard modes in. Just because there are certain hard modes. Let me ask this question for those of you who know then. If they did put the hard mode option in there to get the extra rewards. Because if you don't know, the hard modes for a lot of the bosses were just for the achievement and to unlock Algalon. Like Steelbreaker, correct me if I'm wrong here, but like Steelbreaker, XT, Razor Scale, Ignis, Cat Lady, those were just achievements. But they gave slightly higher loot. And Flame Leviathan was the same. You got an extra reward of piece of loot. But if you did Hodir, Thorim, Mimiron, and Freya hard mode, you got Algalon loot as the extra reward. Mm-hmm. That's how that worked. You got a piece of the loot that Algalon...
But it was unobtainable. It wasn't extra loot. It was unobtainable loot from doing it the normal way. I remember that purely because the...
it's from his loot table.
Asir's Edge... You could only get from doing, I think it was XT hard mode. You couldn't get that from normal mode. Yeah, I think I said from that. Flame Leviathan 10 man. Like it was like Miolia's Runestone was Hodir 10 man. Yeah. It was an extra. They had extra loot on their loot table. But the other one, Steelbreaker was the quest stack. So you had to use the computer thing, because you can kill Steelbreaker in many different orders. I don't know if you know that or not. Would they include the hard modes? And because there are a couple I'd love to do. I'd love to do Hodir hard mode again, and that was when you got the huge haste buffs. The huge damage buffs. If you did it correctly, you could go insane at Hodir. Yeah, I remember
and
that.
It was just the best feels
ever. With the bonfires, wasn't it?
It was the bonfire. So you had to free all the NPCs. Yeah. Somebody got a buff that gave you, I think it was a huge amount of damage, a huge amount of crit. It was a spark. Yeah. And that person had to run around and give everybody the spark. Then there was the lights that shone down from the ceiling that gave you a ridiculous haste buff. And there was also... There's a third one. I don't know whether it stopped you freezing or something.
That was why I had to stand at the bonfire.
Yeah, was it the bonfire that stopped you freezing? That was such a cool fight. Freya 3, though, you know, I can skip on Freya 3 ever again. Freya 3 is a fucking nightmare. Or it was. Freya 3 was a fucking nightmare. Mimiron is a ton of fun, though.
Yeah.
Mimiron was a ton of fun.
Do not push this button, mate.
Do not push this button. I can't remember what was... Thorin was Sif.
It was, you had to do it in a certain amount of time.
That was
engage the fight.
Yeah, and you had to deal with Sif's mechanics, which were not that fun. Yeah, not that fun.
It wasn't that bad for us when we was in kill count at the time.
Mm.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. We never got there.
By the numbers, mate. No bans. No bans.
Bans. The Greek bans.
Between the pulls bans. Pull.
Pull mic.
Pull mic.
Pull mic. Pull mic. Yeah, I'm remembering back, but I would like to see the option. Zero, though. Think... What would you... Okay, so let's ask this question then, and we'll stick it in Ulduar for now, because ICC is definitely on the list of potentials, right? No questions asked. ICC would be on the list of potentials. I think Blackwing Lair could do with it as well. Blackwing Lair done properly is really fun. I
love Blackwing Lair redone.
Blackwing and AQ40 for that matter. AQ40 is a lot of fun when done correctly.
It's okay.
As long as it's rebalanced and there's not stupid bosses like Visidius and fucking Uro or whatever. But Blackwing Lair I could definitely see on the list. Throne of Thunder, probably at some point. I mean, that could be fine.
Throne of Thunder is a very cool raid.
I would also be down, and I'm going to be honest, because, like it or not, the Burning Crusade are some of the best raids. I'd be more than happy to do Serpent Shrine Cavern again. More than happy to go to Serpent Shrine.
I think
Oh, come on, to do like, what was he called? The Demon Hunter. You had to heal DPS, and you loved it. Because you were shocked in me. You were shocked in. Yeah.
Leah Thraster Blind.
Leah Thraster Blind, yeah, exactly. Malagos for days. I can live without ever doing Malagos again. I can live without having to explain to people so many times how to use the dragons at the end. Yeah, Tempest Keep.
Sunwell.
Sunwell's not a good raid.
It's not a good raid.
It's not a good raid.
Neither is Serpent Shrine, man. Serpent Shrine sucks balls.
What sucks about Serpent Shrine?
I hated it. I just hated it. Not very fun. Nothing stand out like,
There's a couple of dull bosses in there. Morrigan for sure is like so much HP. Yeah. It's so boring.
I mean, there's a couple of like cool things in there, like when you fucking fish up the thing from below, whatever it's called.
The Lurker.
The Lurker below.
Lurker's a great fight.
The actual initiation of it when the big bastard pops out the water. It's like, Jesus Christ.
The first time you see it is pretty
good.
Yeah, I'd do Serpent Shrine. That'd be a giggle.
Look at Zul again.
Fathom Lord was always really good if you did it properly.
With the bubbles.
Fathom Lord was where you had to divide all the bosses into different areas of the room. So you'd have like 2 tanks dealing with one boss, somebody else doing something, somebody else doing... And you worked around the room.
Big giant bastard.
No, he's a big Naga with like 4 Naga ads. And then you had the last phase where you went...
Then who am I thinking of?
Firelands? See, I never had a really good taste of Firelands.
It was okay.
Like, I never really hit a wall. I was in a very, very good guild at the time. It was... I mean, Darkstorm is still, I think, top 20 or top 30 or something.
Cool.
So we never hit a wall or something difficult until... Ragnaros, pretty much. We one-shot Morrigan. Balrog, kind of. Alice. Is it Alice Razor or Alice Razor?
I like saying Alice Razor because it's edgy, but I think it's Alice Razor.
Yeah. Those fights were kind of cool, but there's probably Dragon Soul again. Lol. No. Anyway, getting back to what I was going to say, because those are definitely potentials of the best raids. Which raids would never make the list? Trial of the Crusader, probably not.
Dragon Soul.
That's definitely the bottom.
I like Trial of the Crusader.
I like Trial of the Crusader. It was just poorly timed.
Yeah,
that's the only problem. Trial of the Crusader's one fault is that it was poorly timed.
Do you know what? All the events that happened around it as well were fun. The fucking jousting and everything. It was fun.
I wasn't a big fan of the jousting, I've got to be honest. I was so happy that day it came in that you could skip the RP.
Oh no, I mean like the outdoor jousting.
Oh, the outdoor jousting dailies was cool. Yeah, because that was pretty cool. But Siege of Orgrimmar, Siege is a good raid. It is. It was just out for a year and people wanted to kill themselves at that point. HFC. It's not yet, anyway. I wouldn't say it was a terrible raid. I wouldn't even say Terrace was a terrible raid. What was a really terrible raid that was like, this is just shit? Like, this is
Heart of Fear.
The Heart of Fear was pretty crap.
It was pretty shit.
Yeah, the Heart of Fear was pretty
crap. The one before that.
Would you put Hyjal in one of the worst raids?
Probably one of, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I hate it.
Too much fucking travelling, mate.
Too much trash.
I'll tell you what.
So boring.
That's what I mean. Put flying mounts in Hyjal and I'll talk.
What, to fly straight to Archimonde?
Bingo.
There is nothing... No one will know the pain of wiping in Hyjal and then having to do all the trash waves again. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, shit. The fucking
because it all respawned. Yeah, if you didn't kill the boss after the trash wave,
they'll give you the finger of death.
Oh my god. What was that last boss? It's not
Archimonde.
he looks like McTheridan, that guy.
I don't know.
That guy who could just rain of fire and kill you. People died, and then you had to soulstone them, and it spawned a Doomguard. That one, oh my god, that was so fucking bad. Mogushan Vaults is a good raid.
That's what I was thinking of before. I don't like Mogushan Vaults.
It's not the best. It's not the best, but it's alright.
They could have done some things very cool in there that they put into, like the intro of...
Asgalore. Well done.
The intro of Siege of Orgrimmar, with like, you know, the tainted water bastard, and the other thing that's like, you know, the bad thing that spawns in the room that turns a room blue. Can't remember the bastard names. But that kind of feeling in Mogushan Vaults, they should have had it. I mean,
it was a Shar of something.
That was it, Shar of Bastard.
Yeah.
But the floating celestial dragon in Vaults, that was cool. That was in Vaults, right? It was in Vaults. What was it called?
Which one?
Like the Algalon, but the dragon.
Elegon.
Yeah. Pretty close, wasn't it? Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty.
It's not the best. I definitely put it. Anyway, so this one, obviously, the big reward, big reward is mostly transmog gear. It's item level 900 base, which is nice. So a lot of people
just
get
to get a base.
Yeah, but the glaives, which you can enchant, which you were so happy about, and you don't even need to do it on the character that has the glaives.
That was something as well. Someone put in the chat, who gets some fucking war glaives and puts an enchant on them? Everyone.
Who the fuck doesn't have Mongoose on your Warblades?
If you don't have Mongoose on your Warblades, get the fuck out of here, you
that's
loser.
Wrong, man.
Yeah, that's a hipster thing, that.
And
Get
Mongoose.
your pipe and choke on it.
Bro.
It's the perfect combo. It's like peas and carrots, Forrest. You know what I mean? Here's a question, though, that someone asked me, and it sort of like made me quiz it a little. Can you transmog it in Vengeance?
No, because they're not Warglaives. They're
Warblades.
Yeah, but you could try. You could try and check that. If they do, though, that would make my life so much better, because I hate Vengeance with a nutshell. I hate Vengeance with a nutshell. But what would be the reward be? Like, Valnir is not that exciting.
It's not.
Let's just say it.
Oh, you can do it in Vengeance.
Oh.
Yes, you can. That's awesome.
I want you to check that. Now. Check it.
No.
Why?
Because I don't want to get up. I'll do it on the commercial break.
Okay, we'll check that out at the break. We won't confirmation.
Still not doing it then.
Don't believe yous. But Valnir is not, like, exciting, is it? Shadowmourne is.
Shadowmourne's cool.
Shadowmourne is.
I like Shadowmourne. Are they going to do the old raids based on what you can transmog through the fucking
what I
weapon?
was trying to get us to there. I was trying to get it to there. Is that part of the thought process? Because the Warglaives is a big plus for people to go.
Here's the thing, though. For me, I mean, this is obviously like subjective to opinion. For me, Warglaives is top.
I'm always torn, but I think Warglaives does win.
Right?
Thunder Fury is very close.
Thunder Fury is close, but like, I mean, look at the. If they updated Thunder Fury like they did with the Bulwark of Azzinoth, then absolutely. Absolutely. But the old textures, if it was just you can transmog it to the old textures, it's ugly. It doesn't look right. You know, it's like when you transmog a piece of fucking armor from vanilla leveling
Dragon Wrath
to like Legion raid gear. It doesn't work together. It's too fucking pixelated. But they've opened big, mate. They've opened big, and in my head,
they've gone straight to the
if that was the plan,
and
in my head, exactly,
it looks really
absolutely,
good. It does look really good.
It's gonna go downhill from there. Shit, and then let's not forget the original mage staff, which was just a plank of wood.
Atiash is the worst thing of all time.
There's no
worse looking legendary in the game.
Oh, the bow, yeah.
Even the rings look better than Atiash. Even the capes look better.
Wait. Ghost, you can get the updated Thunder Fury from Outlaw Rogue. One, let me 2-point answer there. Right? One, yeah, it's not an updated Thunder Fury. It's like a rogue variation of said Thunder Fury. And two, I've got it, mate.
Old, mate.
Old. Tossberg yourself.
Atiash is the shit, my lord. My lord. Atiash is the worst thing. When I saw someone, the first Atiash priest, I saw a priest get it first. I went, right. Awesome. There are definitely mega weapons, though, I'd like to see back in the game.
Like what? What about Ash Candy? Because of the Ash Candy's there though, and it's been redone, and the redone one's better. Triggered.
Yeah. I bet I will put good money on this chat right here to name this weapon pretty quickly. But what is one weapon that is no longer obtainable in the game that you would do anything to get? It's already in the chat.
Nothing.
You would do anything to get a transmog thing. Nope.
Really? Corrupted Ashbringer?
Oh yeah. The corrupted Ashbringer.
That'd be a big one.
I mean,
I'm
I know there's some
surprised.
variations in the Ashbringer skins, but it's not that one.
That makes me raise the question.
That
Makes me raise the question as to why you couldn't get that for a paladin, but maybe it's because of what you're suggesting.
Yeah, the artifact skins can get pretty close, but the corrupted Ashbringer is so good. And it should trigger the Scarlet Monastery event.
It should.
Because the Scarlet Monastery event, I want to see that myself. I've seen the video.
I've seen the video, yeah.
That's one of those few things in WoW I've never seen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Never seen with my own eyes. There's like two things I regret. I've never done or seen the Atiesh 5-man boss that was in Stratholme, and I've never seen the Atiesh event myself. Other than that, there's very few things I haven't seen with my own two peepers that I care about. Let me put that clear. That I care. I've never found the secret camel boss mount thing. I don't care about that though.
You've not even found the secret, like, robo-doggy that we found though either, did you?
Well, we'll get onto that later, because you had tons of fun with that stuff. But yeah, Gorehowl.
That's in fucking BT. I bet
No,
that's in the
Gorehowl
big
was
table.
Malcazar.
I know, but it's renamed in BT. The model for it was in BT.
Black Temple?
Gorehowl from Malcazar didn't look like Gorehowl.
No, it was like a tiny one-handed version.
Bingo! However, the actual original model for Gorehowl, I think it drops from Ghost Bastard. You know, with the Iceland's Ghost Bastard. Tarangor.
Tarangor? No, that's
it's not called Gorehowl.
It's called Soul Cleaver.
Yeah, it's the model of Gorehowl, though.
Is that the Gorehowl model?
I think so. I'm pretty certain. Could be wrong. Probably not.
Is that,
Soul Cleaver, yeah.
I hated that weapon so much. I had it on my warrior.
It's pretty shit.
Oh, it's awful. It's the worst thing of all time. But yeah, it's really, really bad. No, I don't think that's the Gorehowl. It's similar, maybe. Yep, it's not. I think there's some mix there. Either way, we're not happy with our Gorehowl.
The majority
situation.
says no, but
shall we say that?
I'd like to say that you're all wrong. And I will.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say
I'm going to go out on the limb and say,
look it up.
You're wrong.
Wow, wiki it. Come on. Get your shit together.
Oh, the Gorehowl from Malcazar also had the unusability where you can throw it and decapitate your foes. Do you remember?
No, that was called the Decapitator. That was a different weapon.
Shit, that was the Decapitator.
That was a Decapitator. And
now,
that was a different weapon.
I'm pretty certain you're right, but for the sake of controversy, I'm going to say you're wrong.
Just to keep the momentum going.
Just to keep the momentum, just to get a base.
Way incorrect.
Just to get a base.
Garbage. But yeah, that's what I'd like to see. I don't know whether they're going to go down the legendary dictator, because that means Thoradal would definitely be on the list, and I do not want to do Sunwell again.
I got Thoradal on my warrior.
I imagine most people are so disappointed.
Here's the thing.
Properly.
Do you get an achievement for Thoradal? Because I've got it on my warrior, who can equip it, but I didn't get no achievement.
I think I've got an achieve for it. I've got it on a couple of characters. The drop rate on that thing is insane. Like, for a legendary from a boss drop, it drops a lot. Like, most people have Thoradal. Fangs of the Father.
Got him.
Can't remember what they look like. They look good. No, I don't think so. I mean, I've played with a couple
Imagine if you was on smack and speed at, like, a gay rave where it's all neon lights. And
it's
like,
just a rave. It doesn't have to be a gay
No,
rave.
no. Let me finish then. And bummins. Right? And you're waving two pink and orange glow sticks like this. Those are the Fangs of the Father.
Oh, do they light up?
Yeah.
Do they?
Well, they're like, they've got like little embers and flames underneath the metal surface and shit. I'll show them you in a bit. I've got them.
I'll show him you later. Well, yeah, I don't. Besides them, I wouldn't want to see. I certainly don't want to see the Sunwell. I think because you know what though, because of the community perception of Sunwell, I bet it's high on the list. I bet it is because people seem to think it's amazing.
It's not.
It fucking wasn't.
It isn't.
It's garbage.
I've capped my hunter though now, so I won't mind that. Legendary bow.
Would you even use it?
No, because I tell you what, just a really short side comment. The first marksman skin that you get for your weapon is fucking well good. The first skin in all 4 variations is the best one.
Oh, really?
It's beautiful. It's crisp.
Did we ever figure out whether it was an actual laser cannon that BM got? Because there's one that looks like a laser cannon.
No, it's just got a big laser on the top of it, because I've got that as well.
It looked like it was going to be a plasma cannon. That'd be the legendary Sunwell.
And they're all dog shit as well for BM. Apart from that one.
Even I don't want to do a pro version of Kalec. God, that fight's annoying. Oh, Brutalis. Is there a good Sunwell boss? The Twins. The Twins is a pretty good fight, and so is Kill Jaden.
I was going to say Kill Jaden is a good fight.
Yeah, Kill Jaden's pretty decent, but the Twins is alright. It's just so based on the first phase.
Moo was good.
Said nobody who ever did that fight. Said nobody who ever did that fight in their entire life. But yeah, we went time walking and it was crisp.
It was a good laugh. We all had a really good laugh.
How long are they leaving it open for? I can't remember how long Molten Core was open for.
I can't even remember. Can you remember, mate?
I think it was open for about a month. You get about a month out of the Timewalking stuff.
Maybe.
10 Shamans or bust, 5. What was the Muru setup? 5 Shamans, 4 BM Hunters, 2 Enhancement Shamans. So So that's still 5 Shamans. 3 Rogues. The setup for Muru is like that. 1 Prot Paladin. Yeah. Your tanks you can mix up a little bit. 4 locks. Kil'jaeden was like 6 locks ideally, but 4 is fine.
6 fucking locks.
2 mages. Well, 1's okay. 1 mage is okay.
How much
2 shadow
what
priests.
was BT 10 man? Remind me.
No, BT was 25.
No. The one that we did, was it 25?
No, 30.
No, the one that we did on stream.
Yeah, it's 30.
30?
Yeah, it's 30.
Does it need 30?
No, you can go with anything above 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a flexi rate.
Flex!
Sounds good to me. I tried playing. I've got to be honest. I'm doing there's a series of videos coming now because obviously I've got everything capped. We did all the class campaigns. I didn't know you get an achieve for doing all the class campaigns. It's called a legendary campaign if you do all 12. So we finished them last week. So all the characters are like done besides gear, and we've geared 4 or 5 of them now. I think we got them all up to about 880 or higher. So we've not got that many left to do, to be honest.
880.
And I've been playing them obviously a lot more and practicing with them. Shifted my opinion on some classes. I actually quite enjoy Havoc right now because Demon Blades isn't AIDS anymore. Like Havoc is actually kind of fun. It's very simple, but it's really fun.
Yeah.
It's got that fun. Doing world quests as a Demon Hunter is fucking hilarious. It is absolutely the most stupid shit in the world. Is going out and dealing with the world on any remote.
You know what would make it better though, mate? To fucking to stir an old pot. Imagine like gliding off a cliff, but then hitting flight form, and not some big fucking retarded bat with a blade on his face.
Well, yeah, Havoc's really good. The worst spec, and I'm going to annoy a lot of people, but honestly, the spec that I've enjoyed the absolute least by miles has been Affliction.
I've not got into my lock yet.
I don't see where the fun is in there. Like, it's really tedious.
In my limited knowledge, the worst that I've played so far is actually BM Hunter.
Well, BM's just so simple.
It's shit. It's what it is.
It's so simple.
It's dog shit.
Have you ever watched, you know what you should do?
Real shit.
Now you've said that, you should go and watch my alpha video of BM. And I'm pretty sure the opening... Yeah, it's the best DPS, don't get me wrong, I'm saying that. How dare you, the numbers are the fun. Apparently. Apparently the numbers are the fun. But yeah, I've been playing... I honestly thought I was doing it so wrong, because I was like, I must be missing something here. You know when you play something, it's like, what's happening here? Like, this is just not that good. I must be doing something wrong. And I was looking through the spellbook, and because I don't like reading guides, because that takes how I do my guides, right? So I'm like, not seeing it. So I read up and I was like, no, I'm doing it right. Shit. Like that, I think.
Do you know what? I got the same, even though I have to play it because it's currently my favourite looking setup. Is my Marksman Hunter, the spec and talents that I've got, I'm constantly capped with focus. Unless right now, like the guys I was speaking to with the girl on Discord saying, it's very gear
Are you not casting Aim Shot?
No, not unless I get lock and load.
What are you playing? I only play
Hunter.
Yeah, I get that bit. I understand.
No, it's like spamming Arcane Shot until you get a mark up, then spamming Mark Shot, and then one Mark Shot's up using Piercing Shot, and then outside of that, I mean, I've got Volley going on in the background, and then that's part. It's obviously apart from your own fucking artifact ability. That's it, unless I get like a fucking lock and load proc.
Not fun.
I think it's going to be better with gear when I get more lock and load procs, but
going back now, going to say what I was saying, and watch that video that I did of the Alpha of Legion BM, and I log in, and I couldn't think of any other way to start this video other than, right, I've read the spellbook, because this is how I did all the Alpha videos, is I logged in, I read the spellbook, and I was like, right, this works together with this works together with that. So I went in and I was like, right, I'm pretty sure I've got a good idea of how this plays, but if it plays this way, this is literally the dumbest spec in the fucking game by miles. And I was just like, I hope this isn't right. And about 10 minutes in, it's like, this is actually right. This is what they've done to BM. And I was like, this is fucking terrible, man. This is terrible. But I haven't played BM much recently. I played a little bit. I'm getting into the practice phase, and I'm really excited. Like, getting into the practice phase of playing all the different specs and classes. That bit is so fun for me. It's just like relearning and getting all the muscle memory back and doing all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Demonology, I still think is really fun. I know some people show it, Demonology. I still think it's
I'm
really
excited.
fun.
Do you know what? I'm actually excited to because I've got a fucking whole new paradigm now. So especially casters, I'm very excited.
You've been playing Feral, which the stream loved. Like, we got a load of more viewers than normal when you were playing Feral.
It was
like, we haven't seen a Feral Druid in forever.
The thing is, like, the most annoying thing is it's the most comparable spec to Feral's Assassination. And I've got it down to a T of when I need to pull, when I need to hit with Assassination. And like when I'm saving combo points, when I'm spending them, can I fit this in there? I've got it down to a fine art. But with Feral, it plays very close to it. But not only is it very, very pool dependent, if you fuck up your rotation, it is so unforgiving. Oh, yeah. So unforgiving. If like your Savage Raw falls off and then like your Rip and your other bleeds fall off because you're that energy staff. I mean, the legendary I got is basically, I think, it's not best in slot like the guys in Stream said. It's a good one, but it's made it for me so much more forgiving because it's doubled my energy pool.
And this is what you got to remember, just as a bit of a nerd point here, is it might not be mathematically best in slot, but for you right now, it probably is.
It's perfect, yeah,
because
absolutely.
It gives you that freedom to fuck up, and that's something really important. Like, it can be a bigger DPS upgrade to have a legendary, like the Arcade Mage Kilt, which allows you to just get all your mana back, right? So if you fuck right up, you're all right. You're all right. If you really fuck it up, you're gonna be okay because this legendary is gonna allow you to fucking mess around and get it right.
Yeah.
Which is that's a great idea for legendaries. Like this helps me fucking work through this, which is really cool. But yeah, great to see Feral, and I got to play Feral again recently.
And I got my Owl Cat today as well, mate.
Yeah, you like getting your hidden skins.
I do like getting my hidden skins. Do you know what though? Like, obviously, there's a lot of people that will know. I'm just gonna I'll cut it short, but. To get the hidden skin for, I'm gonna directly. Oh, that's annoying me. I'm sorry. There's a pube on the mic.
It's one of Emma's hair. She used that mic.
Right. The closest comparison that I've got for Feral is a Prot Warrior. Now, for a Prot Warrior, you have to go outside a certain cave. I think it's in High Mountain, and wait for an RP event to trigger, which will come up in your chat box that says something like you hear a scream in the cave. Now, okay, if that triggers, then you go inside the cave and you can just pick it up. You have to work up the rocks, but you can fly in and pick it up, and you're done. That is a chance of happening with that event per day. If the event doesn't happen that day, you just got to move away and come back the next day. Trial and error. Pain in the ass. Luckily, I got it on my first time. Feral is that, but 3 fucking times. 3 times. 1 event per day, chance of it happening. And apparently, the guys said that there is a chance, because you've got to go through, you hear a scream in a portal, and you've got to go through one of the portals in the Dreamway. There is also a chance of the same portal happening the next event as well, and you won't get the fucking, 2 portals done for it.
Question, because you have one of the hidden skins, does that mean it's unlocked for all the other specs, but just not the first one, like it does with mages? So you do you now have the balanced hidden skins? You don't have the first one, but you have the other 3.
A solid question. I've not even checked that. I'll check that out when I get in.
I know I think it's Frost or it might be Arcane. You have to see a message again. If you walk into your class hall near a certain area, you have to see a message, and that means you have to go through a portal like Frostfire Ridge. And
oh, it is apparently. That's awesome news. I have all the feral skins,
all the druid skins.
Druid skins.
I have all the druid. Red Paladin is worse. There's a Fury Warrior one's really bad, right? It's like an RNG drop from a random world boss that might not spawn for a month or something.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I think so. Which I really like.
I think
Fido was do Surama. Alright.
Hey, Hunter.
You buy it. Hey,
you buy it.
You buy the Hunter.
All 3 specs. You buy them for all 3 specs. I mean, they've got a prerequisite. I was dead excited because apparently, is it the marksman that's a crossbow? Looks pretty cheap. And they're saying, yeah, you can just buy it when you cap. So I was like, mint, capped, where am I going? Yeah, but you also need revered with the Valajar or some shit like that. Like, what?
Yeah, Fury Warrior, I've been waiting 2 months for Nidhogg to drop, man. It's 100% drop rate. Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
What, off Nidhogg?
Yeah,
I'll keep that in mind.
That means at some point I'm going to get it without even trying, because I've been doing it. Which is, it's been nightmarish, honestly, is doing all the world bosses and stuff on every character, but really interesting.
Oh, not survival, sorry, I meant marksman, not survival, my bad.
You've been playing Survival Hunter as well?
I played all 3 specs, yeah.
Yeah, you've been going out on a limb to play weird stuff.
That's it now, mate, now that I've got that laptop at home, it's like Candyland. It's like, like Augustus Gloop, mate. I'm filling my fucking face from everywhere. But with Hunter, what I usually do with my other characters, what I've got into a system of doing is I'll cap in a spec, I'll get 42 traits, then I'll switch. But with Marksman Hunter, as I was leveling, I changed spec as I was leveling because it also works in terms of Marksman with Lone Wolf while leveling is dog shit. You're going to die. There's more downtime. There's more downtime. But if you went survival or if you went BM, it's fucking endless. Exactly, it's endless.
Survival's just ridiculous. So you can't even get anywhere.
Yeah, I've been playing the specs. I've been leveling. Gotta say, even though I didn't feel the benefit on trash because you don't get to like put all your plates up and spin in as survival, I still fucking enjoyed it. I've got to admit, I enjoyed the shit out of it. But Marksman, it just looks cool, mate.
But yeah, that's been really cool. So I've got like a series of videos coming on that. Especially now do we think these are the last changes getting 725? Maybe we had another round of class changes. And of course, we've also, as we released a video this week, is the legendary rings and the talents. And I'll be honest, the rings make a lot of sense for a lot of the class changes. They're going hand in hand. I'll give you the example of that is with my Frost Mages. They nerfed Thermal Void, so you couldn't keep it up for ages and ages. And all the mages went, oh. But what they've been able to do now is buff other stuff to give us way more procs, which they couldn't do in the past because that means we'd have Thermal Void up forever, and that's not what's supposed to happen. So what they've done is drop it all the way down Thermal Void, but now we're giving you more procs, more gameplay, more stuff to interact with, more things happening with it. And now it's starting to make sense. Is the Warrior Ring shit for Fury, though? Because I've seen some math saying, no, it's not. You just have a couple of extra seconds to cap out to get Frothing Berserker, but it ain't making that much of a difference because your Rampage is cheaper, so it doesn't go all the way back down to 0. It actually starts off. So the Warrior one, I don't think, is actually bad for Fury.
Face!
Get Edumacade, I think.
Oh, you better be right, mate. These people in this chat, they will drag you through hellfire if they fucking.
I'm just looking at the early numbers that I've seen. That it's actually really good. That it's actually fine and dandy. It's more rage. More easier to get the 100 rage buff. Yeah, it seems to be. It looks on paper. I agree. On paper, it looks crazy, but it actually seems all right. It actually seems fine and dandy. So when you look at the set bonuses and all the other things they're doing, the rings make a lot of sense. I put out there. And this was what we talked about in the Allcraft, because Asmon agrees with this as well. Are these going to be exempt from the 2 legendary?
Oh, you think it's going to be like you're allowed to equip it?
Because
with your 2 legendaries?
I mean, we're really, really pretty sure, not confirmed, pretty fucking sure this is just the end of the class campaign is what you get.
Yeah, it's a powerful passive to have a fucking another talent.
Yeah.
It's a powerful passive. So these are either going to be your 1 random legendary and this, or it's just going to be, you're going to need potential like damage at very end game. So yeah, we're going to put this in as well. But to put that in as well before the actual expansion is finished, you're going to be using that for the end of the expansion then?
Maybe, but that doesn't seem unlikely for the current situation, to be honest. Now, and also the tooltip, don't worry about the tooltips. I mean, they literally only put the effect to these rings in last week. Don't worry about what the tooltip says right now, because it's not even confirmed how you get them at this point. I mean, don't worry too much about what the tooltip says, like on the pictures we showed, because they literally came out that.
Scoring in your legendary loot pool.
Legendary loot pool. That'd be fine for me, because I can switch to Frost and it'll be the guaranteed next drop for me. I'm alright with that. I'm back to Fire again. I've got my best Biss Arcane one. I've got all the Biss Frost ones, all the Biss Arcane ones, of which there was only one I needed, and I got it first time. Hey! I'm back to Fire again to get the fun ones that I wanted. Dragon's Breath Helmet.
Do you know what's annoying, mate? Right now, my rogue, because I got the ring, the Ravenheart insignia last week, and which is, I don't give a shit what people say, has massively increased my DPS on assassination. People say, oh, it's fucking shit now it got nerfed. No, it ain't. I'm on a precipice now, mate, because in assassination, there is only 2 legendaries that I can get.
Cool.
Now, one of them is, which one's the Magnum Opus? Is that Pridders?
Yep.
One of them's Pridders.
Which is good.
Which will help me do my in the skin challenge. The other one is the best in slot legendary for all 3 specs, which is the shoulders.
So what's the problem?
If I get Pridders, I'm gonna fucking kill someone.
Why?
Because I want the best in slot, mate. I want the best gear. Oh, you never understand me.
In the current game, it'd take you like a week to get the next one, which would guarantee to be the best one. Like, there is no loose scenario here. One, you'll get... Hey. Let's say you get the neck, you'll easily smash your challenge. Or you get the Biss one, in which case you're done. Like, what's the problem, really? Do you want to go on MMO Champion and make a thread? Because there'll be lots of people who'll agree
Mate,
with you.
if I go on MMO Champion, I am slagging you off.
This is the only way I can do it there. I'm enjoying the system now. I don't care about what I get. It's kind of fun. The legendary system works really well when you're not
Listen to this guy. So elitist, mate. Oh, got all my shit, so I don't care what I get now. What a dickhead.
Now it's like, woo, which one's going in the bank next? You are.
Once you get it all like utility and the spec based, you get a random roll of a different spec, don't you? A legendary from a different spec.
I don't know. I just changed my loot priority.
Apparently, that's what happens if you stayed in like fire
Elitist.
and you got all fire and you got all your utility legendaries. Apparently, it takes a random legendary from the pool of other two.
That makes
specs.
sense.
That's cool. I like that.
Well, it's nice if you better than wasting the chance, right? And nothing, you can't get any. Like, who's doing that? Who's going like that? No, Blizz. I bet there is some fucking miserable cunt right now who was like, "Well, I've got all my ones for enhancement or whatever, mate." And then, like, guess what? They gave me an elemental one. What the fuck, Blizz? So you'd rather them just like not have a chance? That's what you want?
Yes. Just those people though.
Like, yeah, okay.
If there was an algorithm that found the salty pricks online, right, and just stopped giving them legendaries when they run out in their spec, I'd love that.
Oh, really?
I'd love that.
Like, yeah, like, I just whatever. Fucking drives me mad. Reading people complain about shit like that, which they would, given the recent complaints we've seen from fucking some people about what Blizzard's
It's
doing.
hilarious.
Which includes, of course,
complaining what
the
about
first non-Blizzard game to join Battleswag. Oh, we're not allowed to call it Battle.net anymore, are we? The Blizzard launcher.
it's fucking Battle.net.
Why? Yeah. Why check Battle.net? Sounds way better.
It does sound well better.
Battle.net is way
Battle.net is actually too strong in terms of hostility.
It's too masculine, or
It's
what?
too masculine. It's like
Battle.net sounds like we're going to
it's
fight.
like you can't call a policeman; it's a police officer. Yeah. Because the police vocab guidelines state that it's a bit sexist.
And policewoman is.
And policewoman is as well. Police officer. What made you want to be a policeman officer?
Yeah, so the interesting thing was, despite... I read the poll on MMO Champ, which was, are you going to try Destiny? And the split right down the middle of yes, no, and maybe, being the pretty much equal last time I checked. But, I'm trying it.
Yes!
Fucking
I was
right.
going to ask you that, mate. I'm fucking good. I'm hyped for that. Will you? Can we make like an agreement right now, though, that you obviously were busy, you especially. You don't fuck it off until you've done a raid, because let me tell you.
I can't commit to that.
Let me tell you. Gearing is no time at all.
Well, we don't know that in the new one.
I'm assuming it's going to work with the same way. It's got to do. If it doesn't, then I'll hold my hands up. But still, I don't think it'll be any different. Just try a raid. The fucking WoW. The leveling's fun by itself, but the raids are beautiful.
Well, the coinkydink of all this is, before we get into what this means for Blizzard...
Oh, I'm going to start a clan. It's not even
Activision and all
fucking...
that. Ooh, clans.
Yeah?
That's old school.
You're not gonna
I'm
be in it.
excited. Are we going to be in a clan together?
No.
Do I have to change my name to Clan Tag?
You have got to change your battle swag to X-Preach. Then you will gain access.
I don't want to do that. But and it's no secret, I've been asking, I said the only other MMO I'd try would be a decent FPS MMO. And we seem to be getting one on PC. Although I think we're probably going to be, hopefully this link to Blizzard, because the secret of it is, it's not much of a secret, I told the stream this week, is Emma has been working her balls off for about 2 months to get us Destiny 2 code, right? So we could do the review on it, because you really like Destiny 1.
Did.
We have it.
Ta-da! Vanilla, mate. People hate it when you say vanilla, but vanilla.
Classic.
Yeah.
We tried it, and I didn't like it, because it's a shooter on a console.
Fuck that shit out, man.
Yeah, this was me, because Emma bought my PS4 before we could afford one, and she got it me as a Father's Day present. And she went, I got you this. And I went, oh, what is it? FPS shooter. Like that. And
We played it in the front room together.
we did, and then I went, oh. And then I went, that's what we did there. But this, because it was coming to PC, because you were a fan of Destiny, we were like, look, we should crack on with this. We've got the in there, so we spoke to our contacts. So we've got a really good guy based in Croatia, I think he is, who runs, who's like a top PR guy for all MMO games. He's the guy who got us, what MMOs you did recently?
Albion and Revelation.
Yeah, and we're looking at the new game that the company made, Chivalry's made. We're going to be looking at that next week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, apparently it got us 2 codes, mate. Tag team!
Nice, mate.
Tag team! Tag team, son! Chop some heads. Anyway, he's a decent guy. No, he's Germany. Germany he's based in. So I was like, bro, I sent a message like, bro, what the fuck is happening with Destiny 2? Where's the codes? Let's get this fucking sorted. He's like, this is what he said to us last week. The day before the announcement, he went, we don't know what's going on, but there's no Destiny 2 PC codes going around. We don't know what's happening, but we've been trying to get them as well, trying to strike a deal with Activision and Bungie and all this kind of stuff, but they ain't giving them us. And then you were watching the announcement.
Mate, just the anecdote of that was fucking crazy. Like, because I told Suzanne it's going to be today, so I need to watch it regardless of time. And we've got like a no fucking TV policy at the dinner table, mate. So I'm sat there, full table, but I've got Destiny, I've got it on my headphones. And I've sat with my phone propped up on a fucking coaster, mate. And I'm eating away. And then the actual announcement, like, I saw the intro trailer, I thought that looks fucking amazing. The new specs, the new weapons, I got grenade launcher, miniguns. And then he starts talking about the PC. And I thought, this is what I want to wear because I want to know how it's going to be handled. Is it going to be its own fucking DRM? What the hell are they going to do with it? And then he said, like, you know, it's Activision. That should have given me a little bit of a hint. And when he starts saying, we're going to team up.
That could have meant Steam.
It could have done. We're going to team up with someone who knows, like, how to handle things in terms of PC, how to keep it safe, you know. And he says, so I'm going to hand it over to Mike Morheim. And I stopped eating. My mouth just stopped. I was like, and then, like, Mike Morheim saying, so, you know, delighted to bring it to, what the fuck are they calling it for the PC name now?
Blizzard Launcher.
Blizzard Launcher. We're going to bring it to the Blizzard Launcher. And I was just like, stumbled for my phone texting Mike, it's on the fucking Blizzard Launcher. And I was on, like, the words, like, oh, mate, get us a fucking payer code. And I was sat down and, like, my in-laws and my missus and my kids looking at me and they're just going,
the worst thing for me was
spazzed out.
I was editing at the time. I was like editing this video, and I have like Twitter open on another screen while I'm working in case you know something.
Oh, he said BattleNet. He said he did say.
Oh, he did call it BattleNet, and they gave him shit for it. I remember that. They were like, "It's not called BattleNet anymore." But I was like working around my PC, and I looked over, and my Twitter was starting going. The fuck is going on? And it was all about Destiny 2, and I was like, all right. I didn't really pay much attention to it until it kept going. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then you tweeted in all caps with like a GIF and stuff. And I was like,
it needed the GIF. The GIF was key.
And then, of course, all the gold token prices in WoW just went. So there's definitely a huge interest. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be a difficult play. One, it's smart. They needed, because this is the pitch we were putting to PR companies is like, they're known as the console MMO. You need people in the PC MMO market to make some. Mm-hmm. Give us a code. Shut up. And so we were like working on it, but like Blizzard Launcher, the Blizzard Launcher makes it work so well. It's like they've already got that installed base of all PC users. It's got not many people who play WoW are going to go for it because I think it being FPS for a start is going to off-put loads of people. I'm going to put it away. But what can we expect? Because I've not played Destiny besides 45 minutes of it. So what should we be, Andy, as a man who has done every raid on the hard modes, I believe?
Yes.
You've done every hard mode in the Destiny game.
X-Preach.
And you've even got an official t-shirt that they sent you.
It's on the way, mate. It's going to be delivered. I'm going to wear it at fucking PreachCon, mate. Because it's also Blizzard now.
Explain to me why you get a t-shirt from Destiny.
Well, here's the thing, mate, is every season in Destiny, every year, they have a book, which is basically an achievements book. You fill the book, and usually, I can't speak for the first 2 years, because I've only played it for 4 months, right? But a friend of ours, Kim's played it from the start, and at the end of every book, if you complete the book, you can get them to send you a t-shirt, which is like, it's got a symbol on it or something of it. Now, the last one's called the Age of Triumph, which is basically do things on different classes in different areas. It's just like a culmination of things, mate. Culmination.
So it's like if you got Pathfinder in WoW.
Yeah. But
like, so we're owed many a shirt.
But this in Destiny, this book, this Age of Triumph, it involves PvE, it involves raids, it involves PvP, all of that kind of shit. And I've done it all. So the t-shirt on the website, on the Bungie website, costs $777,000. Right?
Because that's not how you're supposed to get it.
Because that's not how you get the t-shirt.
Or you can do this achievement.
But yeah, once you get 100% in the book, it gives you a code. You put the code into the discount thing and it goes, hey,
that's really cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
So that's what I've done.
So what as WoW nerds, what should we be excited for?
Well, here's the thing in terms of WoW nerds, mate. Because
what does it do better than WoW?
I had no basis.
Let's not pretend some games don't. Right?
Absolutely. I had no basis for comparison going in. The way that Destiny handles a lot of things, because I started to a lot of the raids, especially, let's talk about the raids at first. A lot of the raids are very grandiose, very, very big. But then I found out why these things are so big, because there's so much going on in a raid. So from boss to boss, an example being there's a boss called the Zamboni. It's just a massive fucking train that breaks down, you've got to repair it, and then you've got to slam it into a wall. That's the long and short of it. Now, once you slam it into the wall when you finish, the Zamboni comes off the tracks and falls off a cliff. This is a fucking huge train. Once you go into the next boss from there, there's like a massive walkway where it's just fucking an abyss around you on a thin walkway, and they do that so that it can despawn the Zamboni and stuff. But in terms of the raids, they're only small. This is why you can't do like a grand comparative. 6 man.
6 man raid.
6 man. I don't know what it's going to be like in Destiny.
Which I'm sure, but that should be very tempting for a lot of WoW people, actually.
Absolutely. So, like, I mean, using that raiding example, which is Wrath of the Machine, it was the last raid that they did. When you fight Axis Phase 2, which is the last boss, everyone's got a role to do. Everyone. You can't pad it. One person drops down, it's like a cog in a machine. It fucking shuts down. This is hard mode, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine like the boss is spawned, and then there's certain ads that come up where you've got certain weapons that you need to kill the ads. As soon as that person with the weapons killed the ad, it drops something, then someone else has got to come up, it drops like a core, like a bomb kind of thing. That they've got to pick that up and then throw it at the boss to drop the shield. And as soon as the boss's shields drop, you've all got to group together, and then there's different classes, like a Titan will drop a bubble. When you're inside the bubble, it'll give you increased weapon damage. So you'll step into the bubble, get out of the bubble, and just fucking rain shit on the boss. There's so many different
So the raids
things.
are more of a spectacle than what?
The raids are very much a spectacle, but it's not just, it's like a fucking orchestra. It's beautiful. The environment's awesome. The raid mechanics are cool. There's some very daunting scenes, especially. I played the first couple of raids in the VR headset because I didn't have my monitor there. There are some things in that game that you shouldn't play in a VR headset if you're scared. Like, if you're a big bitch like me, like the boss Oryx, who's basically a fucking huge... Well, he's not huge when you fight him in the solo campaign, but he comes back as, like, his true version. I had my VR headset on, and one of the guys that I was playing with said, yeah, just move forward and spawn the boss. So I moved forward, and obviously I'm in a VR headset, and this fucking hand comes over the wall. Like, it's in my face, and it's colossal. And then he, like, lifts up, and I just... Well, that's not fun. But yeah, all the fights, the music as well. Like, there's ambient music changes in terms of phases, like I always go on about. And when I start my web show, there's a song that I always use, and it's from Axis in Wrath of the Machine. When he's about to explode in one of the phases, and you've got to be in like a certain area, the music changes.
Yeah, they time the music much like Metal Gear Revengeance does.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because Revengeance will loop until you hit a certain point to make sure that you hit markers at certain beats on the song. WoW doesn't do that either, which is
but it does it in all kinds of things. Like a lot of people's fan favourites that I've played, because you have to raid in randoms, is on Crota, like who's the first. But Crota's shield is actually in Warcraft.
Yeah, the Curious Coin guy.
A big part of the fight is you have to drop Crota's shield, and then someone who's allocated, who's called the sword bearer, picks up the sword, has to then run to Crota and then smash him with the sword. But when you pick up the sword, it immediately changes the music to like an epic sort of like building momentum song. It's so good. But anyway, I'm derailing some exciting.
Because it's only 6 man, and if you're doing the difficult content, it feels a bit more rewarding than, say, like in a WoW raid. A few people have specific jobs generally, but a lot of people are just DPS.
There's padding, yeah.
Yeah, because every fight is so different, and there's so many people. There's always going to be some roles that are
in easy, there's obviously wiggle room. In hard, there's still wiggle room, hardly any there. In challenge modes, 9 times out of 10, because it's not like people can die. 9 times out of 10, you need a full set of people there, because some of the achievements are, for example, the Vault of Glass, the last boss. Each person, there's a phase where you've got to all go through a portal and kill. It's called a oracle. It's basically once the oracle arrives, it'll glow, and then if it explodes, it kills the raid. So each person has got to kill an oracle. So you've got to keep switching in terms of defense and then going through a portal to kill an oracle. If someone dies, then you can still kill the boss, but you won't get the challenge mode extra loot.
Oh, so it's a bit Old War style in that. It's like something extra to do during the fight.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
But I enjoyed absolutely every element of that game. Even though I was dog shit at PvP, I still enjoyed the shit out of it because it's so rewarding. All the specs in raids, like you would expect in Warcraft, you've got pretty much a cookie cutter set of people that you got, especially with it only being 6. You've got to take specific things, like you will always have a tether hunter, or you'll always have a bubble titan, that kind of thing. Or if you've got people that are shit, then they'll play on a Sunsinger Warlock, because when you die, you can revive like a chamois.
Oh, okay, okay. One thing I do like to ask about, because I think this is something that a lot of people might like, because Destiny does do things worse than WoW, is the way they handle alts. is that
amazing.
You literally send all excess gear from your main to
basically the way that it works, it's kind of like an eye level system, but not the dog shit way that you associate with Warcraft. Like your light level goes up to 400. Now, as you're leveling, it's like if I was on like 360 on my gear,
levels don't take me through the level process. Okay, so XP is not a big deal, right?
No, XP. You're playing the story kind of like Star Wars. It's you on your own, but you can still take your friends with you if you wanted to. It's not a problem. You can do that. So you level to 40, and then you're a gear grind to get level 400 eye level, which is gear score.
Does that start from 1 once you hit 40, or does it just can't go?
No,
XP
that's
stops
passive.
at 40, and then it just keeps going up.
XP stops at 40, but your eye level is obviously that's raising as you're leveling because your gear is getting better anyway. Yeah. So when you cap, you're probably looking at like 340 or something like that. But every time that you do a dungeon, or if you do a solo campaign mission or a raid, that gear will incrementally keep going up. So it's not like, so if I was...
So you're not getting drops?
You're getting drops, you're getting rewards, you're getting drops. So if I did Wrath of the Machine raid and I was 360, the tier piece, the equivalent of the tier piece that drop will probably be like 370.
Loot scaled to what your current level is?
Correct.
So you can't jump ahead. So you can't go in as 360 to get 400 drops.
Not if it's your first capped character.
Okay.
So you have to manually get to 400. But the thing is, though, certain avenues of gearing up stop at like 385.
So certain dungeons won't. Yeah, so
like,
you can't.
If you do like the equivalent of WoW Heroics or WoW Mythics, that stops at 385, and then it's only raids, PvP gear, or there's things called skeleton keys where when you kill a boss, it's got a chest at the end, you can open it for a higher item level. Now, if you've got higher item level gear of the same slot, it doesn't even have to be the same class as gear, you can basically absorb it into your gear to raise its eye level.
Oh, because are the stats? So I got like, let's make some WoW equivalents then. Mm-hmm. I've got 890 shoulders.
Yeah.
890 dropped. But they're not as good as the ones I've got stat-wise or whatever. I can just absorb them into mine?
No. It will basically, say like if you had 890 shoulders and a pair of 920 shoulders dropped, when you absorb it, your item then goes up to 920. And the stats that are already on it increase.
Okay.
So the beauty of it is, as soon as, this is the opposite of how alt-friendly Destiny is from WoW at the minute, is if I've got a capped alt, it's 400. Then when I'm doing passive things that would drop 400 eye level gear from everywhere, I'll just pop it in the bank. And then I'll cap an alt to 40, and then whatever slots that I've got for weapons and stuff, absorb, watch his eye level go.
Right, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So it's basically an item level. It's almost like you're using items like that stuff from the class hall that boosts an item up to a new item level.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, but you're just doing it with items.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what I mean though. Destiny's not focused on the grind. It's not focused on the grind at all. It's focused on whatever the hell you want. Because you don't need capped item level to do raids or even hard mode raids. It's exactly what you want to do. There's no time constraints on anything. There's weekly quests. There's a couple of daily quests. I mean, this is Destiny 1, obviously. We can't speak for Destiny 2. There's daily quests. When I say daily quests, all they offer is reputation with factions. And every time you gain a level with your faction, they give you an item. That's it. There's not like I've got to do this in a certain amount of time.
You're not worried about missing your dailies.
No, there's periodic events in it, like they had Sparrow Racing, where you can like unlock gear that makes you look like an actual Sparrow racer, with a fucking helmet and stuff like that, which is cool. There's Halloween events, all these different kind of events that drop different looking gears and emotes and
is the transmog strong?
Stuff. It's crisp.
The transmog is
crisp, but
the transmog
as well as no unending grinds. No, I mean, like for me now, I've unplugged the PlayStation. I've done 4 months. I've capped my hunter, and like in the book, I've completed everything hunter related, PvP related, raid related, and I'm in a place now where I can quite happily go back to it if I wanted to
and be ready to go.
But I don't have to. Mm-hmm. So I'm playing WoW now. I'm not playing Destiny at the minute. I'm playing WoW. I've done everything that game has to offer right now.
Interesting argument there for the unending grind versus the ending grind. That you came back to WoW because their grind ended.
Mm-hmm.
There's conversation to be had there.
But let me tell you, on my personal circumstance though, I came back to WoW because of how far behind I am in WoW and how much I want to do in WoW that I don't have to do in Destiny.
Are you going to record us some raids so you can talk us through it, so we can have a look?
No.
Good man. Good man. What's the problems though? What do they need to fix in Destiny 2 that if we were to introduce Destiny 1 to WoW Team, they would go, that's well shit compared to what WoW does?
Right, okay. There is a couple of things, and in fairness, I don't know. I will say this, right? Some of these things are real bad, but there's been official workarounds for them, and it's amazing. And they've even gone beyond. And let me give you an example: there's no in-game matchmaking for raids at all. There's no chat system for raids going on. You can get people like this is PS4 now.
Yeah.
You can speak to people through their whatever the fucking PlayStation ID is, and like, do you want to do a raid? Or you'll never get anywhere that way.
By typing on a controller.
No. So there's an app.
Oh, a phone app. That's a
There
genius
is a phone
solution.
app. That is a very genius solution. But also, let me tell you this as well. Like, you've got a bank like in World of Warcraft. There is the official Destiny app, which is so fucking good. Like, if I was in a raid, or if I was flying to a raid and I couldn't log my alt characters by then, it's like, shit, I've left my best in slot item on someone else, like an icebreaker or something like that, which is a sniper rifle. Then I'll open the Destiny app, I can see which character's got that item, and I can directly send it to my character live as I'm playing it. So you can item manage everything on every character while you're currently playing.
Oh, so if I needed to get some obliterate or something on my main, and I knew my warrior had it, I don't have to log your warrior.
No.
You bring it up on your phone
You
app.
click
and
warrior,
that's
inventory, click, so who do you want to send it to, that character, and you'll see it come up on the screen. It's going that you've got it in your inventory. It's so good, man. So good. Like for certain times where I've been in PvP and it's been really quick, and I'd have my phone open if I wanted to grab like a backup weapon at last minute. I was like, shit, send, and I'll have it in my inventory, quick equip it, and it's there. That fix for that problem is amazing, but there is no chatting game, there is no local matchmaking apart from small things like dungeons. There is a matchmaking for dungeons. There's obviously a matchmaking for PvP, or else it wouldn't exist. But raids and Nightfall, which is, I guess, the equivalent of Mythics, you've got to do it yourself.
Okay.
But yeah.
So to look forward to. We'll check it out anyway. I mean, hopefully because it's going through Activision, we'll get to look at the beta anyway. We should hopefully.
So fucking excited.
Hopefully,
for it,
fingers
the
crossed.
cutscene.
Come on, Barhead.
The reveal
Out, bro.
cutscene. The reveal cutscene was well good. Like the three
I
main
watched
guys.
a not great one.
Really?
I watched one that seemed to be like a comedy video.
It probably started off as it because it was Cade 6, who's voiced by Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, that's who it was. It was some fucker like that, and I was like...
Cade 6 is well good. And the main guy, mate, Zavala, the leader of the Vanguard, is voiced by the concierge in John Wick. Mr. Wick. And then there's Ikora, but she's a warlock, and no one likes warlocks because they're fucking well too
Nathan
cheesy.
Fillion.
Nathan Fillion, that was it, yeah.
Still,
Nathan
whoever it
Fillion.
was, I didn't laugh.
It's you don't get the flavour of it, mate.
No, I didn't. It made no sense to me. It's like when you showed me them League of Legends, like, oh, mate, they made a new cinematic.
But I tell you what,
I'm like,
if you watch the clip, like the new cinematic for the game where Zavala drops a fucking Titan bubble to defend him and the Vanguard against the ships that are firing on him, just watching him drop a bubble is fucking mint. To anyone else, it's just like, oh, that's a shield. But it's like you've never seen like Zavala do anything combat related, and then watch him take a pounding from the rockets. It's going to be good, mate.
There will be loot indeed.
Yeah.
There will be loot indeed. It's
And his
name
name is Gary.
His name is Gary indeed. On top of that, no, F for our fallen comrades of Serenity.
Oh man, yeah.
So, is it
We
a one?
spoke about that?
I don't
didn't
know
we?
where Exhaustus are right now because they were talking about dropping out, but I think they're preparing to go for it again. I don't want it to be a one-horse race again. That's gonna suck if it is. But yeah, what sad times, man. F for our bros there. I got some, I like those guys.
Yeah.
I do like those guys. Oh, it was really sad to get that message. It's grim.
It's a shame. Obviously, I don't know the circumstance.
I think it just, in simple terms, they kind of accepted that there was no chance of them going for the world first with the setup they had and, the way the team was. And if you're, the fourth podcast I did, by the way, going back to what we started the other way, was with my guildmaster and raid leader, Mr. Purwin, and one of the officers in our guild, Mr. Nups. And it's about how they strategize keeping the guild together, because it could be pure luck. I'm not going to go out on an ego trip on this one, but considering how many people struggled in the Nighthold to hold their guilds together over the course of this 8-month grind, which many people are still fucking running that treadmill, because obviously people are still working on Mythic Gul'dan. We only lost like 3 people. And that's it. From the first Mythendra kill to Gul'dan, we only lost like 3 people. So it was worth having this discussion about how they approach it and how they aim at it and stuff. And it's a really good conversation, and that's going to be on YouTube soon. But one of the big points in there is like, you have to ensure that when you invite someone to a guild, that they meet they have the same goals as you. And obviously, members of Serenity, their goal is to get the world first. That's why those guys are there. That's why those guys... Yeah, I think Asmund said he lost 19 or 17 players or something like that.
What?
Through the Nighthold. And many other guilds just flat out died, right? I mean, they just flat out died, and we've seen it all the time. Mm-hmm. So if your guild players are there, you've got these members, and they're there for the world first. They're not there for server first. They're not there for just killing the last boss. They're there to get the world first, and then, you know, it's pretty apparent that ain't going to happen. Then that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the only reason they're there, is to get the world first. That's why they put the time and effort in, is to get there. Yeah, you can see it's happened pretty wide. So yeah, it'll be on my channel. I'm going to do it 2 ways, because it's like an hour and a half conversation. So what I'm going to do is do like the summary points video, but in that video there will be the links to the full podcast, so you can hear it from their voices. And, you know, because it was a bit of a laid back conversation, because obviously all three of us are friends. So it was a bit of a laid back conversation. I kept it on track, but still there's so much to cover for the details, because they went into specifics of scenarios that they run into. What happens when a player asks you to reroll, right? If you're not happy with what you're doing, when you approach the officers, I want to reroll. We talked all about how they deal with the trials, and I found out stuff about my guild I had no idea about. Like, we have a really strict trial process, and I was like, really? Because we don't see it, and I think that's part of the cool thing. Is like, as raiders, we don't really see what the trials go through, but we have a really strict trial process. It's like a minimum time in our guild of trial of 6 weeks. That's the minimum. And they have like 2 or 3 feedback sessions throughout there about problems that are going on. Things we like, things we dislike. You know, you're making these mistakes. These are the logs. Let's have a problem here. And that has led us. I think we did the math count on it. We've had about 14 trials. Mm-hmm. Only 4 have made it.
Or is this team 1?
Yeah, this is our team.
Yeah.
So 4 have made it through the trial process, but those 4 fit perfectly into our team.
Man.
And that's where it's about. It's like, we need the people that not only, like, in some guilds it's like performance. Like, do you do good DPS? You're in. Not in our guild. We don't need that. That's the thing. We don't need that. What we need is you to do performance, and you need to be able to mix with our people. Because, as I've said many times through loads of stories, it takes one person to destroy a guild. If you invite a player who is toxic into your guild, that can destroy it. And I can take you back to one guy who was a great player, who early WoW joined our guild because we knew him from a different game, who's tried to steal your account and stuff like that. Like, it takes one player to create that. Yeah, it just takes one fucking
salty little shit.
It takes one person who clashes with the rest of the guild, and if you're not on the same wavelength, that's gonna be a problem in the future. We went into loads of stuff that they do. Our guild also does, like, if you fucked up badly in a raid, they have a word with you after that raid. They don't wait for it to become a problem, like, that needs doing. It's like, they drag you in and say, you know, you can't do this. Or the other side of it is, I've been dragged into these a few times, like, did you notice anything about this guy who's on a trial? What do you think we should be looking for? And they ask around and have really good communication. There's all that kind of stuff. And they gave loads of examples about it. So it was cool. It was really cool to find out. Because the 4 trials we got, one of them's gone on to be the officer, as Cloggy just pointed out. He fit in perfectly.
One of your trials is now one of the officers?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. One of our trials, of the 4 trials that made it, I think it's 4. It's Rain.
Have you still got that Edgy Hunter?
Final Archer. I think Final Archer's trial's finished. I could be wrong there.
Did he make it?
Eh?
Did he make it?
Well, I think he is the final hunter we need. Rain, the Final Archer, Big T, who's British, is a big cup of tea. Big T. And also called Big Tilt. And Viridian. I think that's it. And I don't know if there's any other guildies you could point out to that, but I think that's it. I think those are the 4 who have made it. But there's been so many who have come and gone. We've lost 5 mages, I think it is. Now, I keep getting the blame for this, but fuck that noise. Fuck that noise, right? Fuck that noise. It's not my fault, but we lost another mage this week, Trail. Oh, Infinity! Yeah, Infinity, our holy paladin. So 5 trials have made it. 5 trials have made it.
How bad must Infinity feel now that you skipped over him like that?
He fits in. He's a member of the community. He was someone from the chat.
Apparently not like...
He was someone from the chat who chanced his arm and he made it.
Not like a well-liked member because you just skipped over him. Let's not gloss over that.
To be fair, like...
I believe in you, Infinity.
I don't mean to be a dick, but...
You got this, bro.
I have my raid frames on there, but I don't notice anybody in our raid who's new until they speak. So there have been plenty of trials who don't speak, and they've come and gone without me noticing. Like, they're just not there. That's the only thing. I'm the only mage who is X enough. to be there and stuff. Yeah, so it's been pretty cool. It was great to see that this all happened for a reason rather than luck. Like, I mean, we had a few people who just disappeared. That was a weird one. They were like, some people just log off one day and they never come back.
It's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
It's a little bit weird.
It's rude, is what it is.
It's rude, is what it is.
It's rude.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. I had, because I play it, like, obviously on a much more social level, and two groups of people that I used to play with and that I play with now for the first time, like, because I've got Discord up and running at home now. And I'll say the names like Laro. I played so many different games with Laro. I've not spoke to him for a while, though, because I'm not set up at home. And obviously, like, Ryo and I started playing together in Destiny. And now Lara was like, I just got back into WoW. So it's like, all right, okay then. So it was late up one night. It was just me and Ryan. It was like, I'll come on Discord. So like the three of us were sat there, and I just wanted to make sure they integrated right, mate. And as soon as the band started flying, I was like, nice.
Exactly.
I love it. That's that like social like experiment sort of thing. And then they're both getting on with each other like fucking mint. So yeah, everything's up and running.
Yeah, that's kind of got it. Like Lester's one of our rogues is in the chat right now, and he said, when a trial asks what raids we have to attend, none. That's the answer. None is the answer. Sorry. No, that's not the kind of question we expect from one of our trials, unfortunately. But no, yeah. Which raids do I have to come to? Right. You're applying to a raid guild, right? It's not heroic, man.
Where's the entrance to that raid, and where's that raid entrance?
Summon me, I don't know where it is. Oh, fucking hell.
Mate, that's
speak his fucking name, and this cunt comes out of nowhere, Viridian.
Someone
say my name! Someone say my name!
That's become a fucking meme as well at the minute with the guys that I'm playing with. I'm pushing the social aspect of it, getting everyone fucking breaking the ice and speaking, because we're raiding next week, mate.
It's important.
We're raiding next week, but when because we're doing mythics and mythic pluses, it's like, right, where we're going next now. Well, I've got a key for like More Souls or something like that, and then so I'll wait a couple of minutes and I'll go, so it's come to the point now where I go, so I'll just say something like, it's in High Mountain or it's in Valshara. Like I get halfway, so if someone didn't know where it was, fuck's sake, it's in Azuna.
I can't believe you don't know where the More Souls is. 8 months. And you don't know where the More of Souls is.
Mate, if you tell me where...
Blows
if
my
you named half the
mind.
things, I probably couldn't tell you where they were. More of Souls is in fucking Stormheim, though. Making me out to be an idiot. Right?
It blows my... I bet you don't... Should we do the quiz? Quiz. Where is Blackrock Hold?
Azuna.
Incorrect. Where is...
Valshara.
Where is Neltharian's lair?
High Mountain.
Where is the Vault of the Wardens?
Azuna.
Where is the Eye of Ashara?
Azuna.
Oh, he's got it now. He's on a roll. Where is... The rest of them are really easy. Like, where is Dark Heart Thicket?
Valshara.
Where is the Valor one?
Halls of Valor, mate. Don't insult me intelligence. Stormheim.
Where is the
Court Stars, Arkway, Suramar. Yeah? Karazhan. Where's Karazhan? Deadwind Pass, mate.
You can't go back to TVC ones.
Move.
Oh, don't do that to me. I've been cooked by my own petard. I got reverse cooked.
I got it, mate.
That's
shameful. All day. The first one was just a test of the water like I did with my bros back home. Yeah? Give them the fake wrong answer, start a bit of bands, break the ice. I knew exactly where it was. It's Valshara.
It's important though. I mean, our Discord is ridiculously active at all hours of the night. Like, nobody plays WoW anymore though from our guild because we're on farm, which is nice to see. That's the way it should be. We're on farm, and I logged on. I think it was yesterday because we did the viewer raids on Friday. Yeah, it would have been yesterday because we got the viewer raids out of the way. Because you're playing Injustice 2 next week
on console.
Yeah, no PC release date.
No PC release date, although advertised on the posters.
You're fucking wrecking people. Calm down. Inside voice.
They're wrecking people on the posters. Because it's separated, right? 3 covers, PC, PS4, Xbox, with the Green Lantern, Batman, Superman. But there's no fucking PC, but we're going to do it eventually. Fuck you, NetherRealm.
Well, it's still.
But yeah, I'm still excited for the game itself.
If I check Discord, though, they're all online playing fucking CSGO or some shit.
Oh, I'm gonna have a box.
Let's have some drama. Anyway, it's been an hour and a half. Let's have a quick break and then we'll have some drama.
No breaks, mate. No breaks. No breaks. No breaks. No breaks. He's coming at us with no breaks. Name that film. Crazy bastard. He's gonna hit us.
Don't. I feel like we're passenger 57.
No, mate. It's a Jeep going down
Money
the hill.
train.
It's the Jeep going down the hill. It's coming at us, no brakes. And he goes, crazy bastard, he's going to hit us. And I'll give you a clue. The guy who says it is called Cook.
I feel like a wind-up now.
No one's going to fucking get it, are they? I hate everyone. Commando! Della Darren got it straight off
I
the
haven't watched
bat.
Commando in long enough. But I will end it with this. Before we go to a quick break and then we'll have some drama, is I enjoyed the money train.
Here's my response to that.
My response to that question is I enjoyed the money train. Right, I need a break. Yeah. The whole bath's waiting. You got to wash your balls now. Back in a... Welcome back, everybody. What's up? Not during the damn drops. Not during the damn drops. Right. I picked one. This one's for you, Andy.
You spelled it wrong. Spelling it wrong. Spelling it wrong. Piss kick. What's a piss kick? Tit.
I can't believe I'd never seen that Peter Kay stand up. It's so hysterical.
It's mint.
It's
It's
fucking
mint. Ultimate dad
hysterical.
jokes. Ultimate. If you've not watched it, go and watch the Peter Kay tour that didn't tour. It's genius.
If you're British, it's just the best thing ever.
We got any
It's so
teachers in here
fucking
tonight?
cool.
Wait, whoa, put your hands up. Don't shout out. Hey, fingers on lips.
Oh my god. Right, where's my girls at? We need girls. Where's my girls at?
Everybody.
Come on, ladies. We know you're there. We see the statistics. We know you're there. Come on, girls. Who wants to be a whore today?
Pandora is a whore. You call her a whore, not me.
Janie. Janie's in. You know what was funny? We did a random tweet your desktop thing on Friday. All the girls had like a vase of makeup shit there. It's like doing the dailies and doing the makeup.
Hey, there was a very surprising one
Kimmy's
in
in.
there.
Beautiful Kimber.
I'm swiping right. I'm texting Kimber. You get it?
I didn't text Kimber. I bought her some dinner.
You did.
I did buy Kim some dinner.
You better move. You better dance.
Who else was it? I'm trying to figure out whether the ladies are or not. All right, let's get Bex in. I think there's four. All right, girls. Are we ready? My name is Feminine. Me. Me. Okay. All right, let's have some fun. Hollow Preacher, Sir Ghosty of Bantersville.
Milady.
And the totally not slightly disturbing chat, Shade Throne.
Immediately opening line. She fucking hates you.
Shade fucking Throne at this chat here. There's quality bands. These fucking thousands of people who come and say hello. Do you know what I mean?
Outlandish.
I sent in a Drama Time story recently, but I fear the quality wasn't up there with the usual standards. You would be correct. I can't remember. I don't know.
Look at everyone now. Fucking slag. The whole hates us.
No, this is a guy.
Oh, right. It's a guy.
Yeah. He's got.
I'm going to put my arm around you.
All right, and I feel it's getting a bit cold now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean, mate. I'm getting in for
But
warmth,
it was
mate.
warm later.
Strange boner, but let's go.
What is that?
Why is the Lord telling us that he's going to bed?
How did that?
The night, bud.
What's going on?
I don't fucking
How
know.
are we getting these messages?
From Skype.
Skype's not on this machine.
That said from Skype, though, didn't it? It did say Skype. It's become sentient.
How did that happen? Mods, can you send another chat in Skype?
Wait, we can spam.
And I could see them while I'm doing the show? Don't click it. I like it as it is.
No, I want to click it to see what it opens.
We don't even have Skype on this machine.
Open it. I want to see what it opens. They can't see it.
Nothing.
Shit is cray. And if you're famished,
If
I
that's
recommend the fish
real,
fillet.
well, of course it's real. It's happening right now. I don't know how this is happening, but that's awesome that we can get.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's really creepy. Skype has a Windows 10 thing. That's really useful for us because that means we can get that every time we're doing shows. And
But apparently it's making noise.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
I can
so
fix that.
August is fucking it up for
No,
everyone.
watch. Fixed.
Ah,
Yeah,
suck
yeah,
it, August.
yeah,
You are
fixed.
no longer important.
Fixed, boys. All good. All right, anyway. My story begins back in 2005. A simpler time. Yeah? I was 20 years of age and a huge gamer for most of my life. I would spend entire weekends lost in mystical worlds in games like Final Fantasy.
Nice.
So it was only au natural for me to pick up and play Final Fantasy 11 online. You played that?
Final Fantasy 14 online. 11 was shit.
Oh. Is 11 the one that looked like it was built by Minecraft?
Think so. Yeah.
Yes. I had them like. Is that the one that had the 14-hour bosses and the 2-day bosses?
Don't know.
I think I covered that in the top 5, like the most stupid raid bosses.
Wasn't that in Guild Wars?
No, it was in Final Fantasy.
Was it?
Yeah, they had like, what's it called? The Warden? The Pandemonium Warden. It was like a 48-hour boss, that one.
Jesus Christ. No thanks.
Other than the odd online game with my friends, this was the first time I ever stepped foot into an MMO.
Oh.
I created my character.
Oh.
And after about what seemed like 4 years of downloading the game, what happened next blew my previously isolated mind. So many other people from around the globe
Nice sounds.
running around in the same world I was in. I remember spending evenings partying up with randomers, pulling turtles only to die and D-level. Old school MMOs were hardcore, man. When MMOs were fledgling, that's when it was the shit.
What, when you lost XP for dying?
You lost XP for dying, you lost gear when you died, people could take it off you. Hacking belts was some good
Neocron,
shit.
mate. Hacking belts. Bring back those days.
We've got a raiding party who's the hacker.
Shit,
and we'll
you've
give
just
you
lost
up
your
all-
MC5 implant, mate.
Let's
Suck
make
a
it well
dick.
related. You just lost your 925 whispers.
No, mate.
Can you imagine right now, chat? You had a 925 whispers, but you got killed in PvP and you lost it. Because that's the way it went down, man. That's the fucking way it went down. Oh, good times. De-leveling sounds like it's just a pain in the ass, though.
Yeah.
Well, fuck that noise. No. 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 Feels bad, man. Kill myself. Uninstall. Yeah. Hey, at the time, though, it was good. As long as you were good at the game.
Yeah.
Then you were alright, because you didn't have to farm gear.
And you could whisper the enemy back
And you
then.
could talk to the enemy. Yeah,
And
good
you
times.
could smile at them as you're wearing their new gear.
Yeah, just don't be bad. Just don't be bad. Don't be bad and you'll be fine. If anything forces you to get better at a game, it's that. It's that. Anyway, I don't think I actually capped a character or managed to get any decent content done, but the game holds a place in my heart to this day. It was around this time that I've met my first E-lady. A girl called Pandora. Oh no, she wasn't E-lady, this one. Never mind. Sorry. Sorry. We met on a train when I was on the way to a gig, and we hit it off. We quickly connected on our love for emo music.
Oh, so long and good night. So long.
I feel like he moved his hair to reveal the other eye so he could tell she was looking.
For his black eyeliner. No, he's touching up his black eyeliner when he turns his head, mate. He notices it like this. He goes,
You see, you think we're taking the fucking piss.
that happens.
But me and Andy have definitely been on the train to a gig with... I had bright blue hair,
You did.
spiked up. Used to have the big spikes.
I did.
You had the
I had
big
the
spikes.
individual fucking big spikes, or I had the beanie hat pulled down like over my eyes because in one time
That was
when
very big at one time. Yeah,
because
yeah,
in
yeah.
one time when Linkin Park released Crawling at first, their actual official video was a live show where Chester Bennington had a beanie hat covering his eyes and it hid like the lower half of his eyes, and at the time that was the coolest shit ever. So I did it and looked a cunt and couldn't see anything. But as you were.
Oh, you had hair. I also had a haircut today, and the debate over whether it was time to shave my head was 10 minutes long, with Emma fighting back. And then I asked the barbers, I was like, what do you think? And they're like, just do it. It's so much easier. I'm like, I know. But she's so against it. I'm done. I'm done.
I thought you were thinking about getting it done.
Yeah, I can't get it done yet. I have to wait longer. I have to wait till it's all gone.
Really? Oh shit. Don't they pull it from your ass?
No, back of your head. They take it all, because this never goes away. Like, you have this forever.
Oh, the sides
Yeah,
and
but you
shit.
get the monk bowl.
Yeah.
And I don't want the monk bowl.
The tuck.
I don't want the tuck. I don't need the friar tuck in my life, right? We tried the hair thing. Obviously wasn't for me. So
Could you take some of my hair?
I don't want... No,
How
that'd be
cool would
different-
that be?
Not very.
Very cool.
Not
Mate,
very.
my hair is gorgeous.
I know, but yeah, she keeps fighting the good fight.
And you'd always have my blood.
You've got grey hair, though. I didn't get grey.
I've got loads of
I've got
fucking
no
grey
grey
hair.
hair.
Do you know what, though? Yeah? Sam Fisher. Yeah? Slade Wilson.
What's wrong
Done.
with the friar tuck? You can do better. You can shave it. You can shave it. Shaving your hair is fine.
Jason
It's totally fine.
Statham does it. He's balding and he looks fucking gorgeous.
I worry about the potential meatball effect.
No, you need to just do it, mate. Hey, The Rock, receding, his forehead's a 5-head, so he cut it all off. Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
Shave it.
I want to. I'm done.
I
I'm
want to.
On stream.
Let's do it together, mate.
We'll make it a donation incentive.
Hey, we can do it with Dollar Shave Club.
For $100, he'll shave head. For $150, we'll put girls' makeup on.
Yeah, yeah.
And then for $200, we'll literally sell our souls.
Fuck that shit.
No thanks.
But
I will wear a ball gag for free, and I've proven that.
And I shot it.
You shit. Okay. Moving on. Why are we not popular? I don't get it. It works for everyone else.
Because we like throwing shade at
Oh,
everything.
Sko didn't do that, did he?
What? No, Sko put fucking
Sko's not
makeup
shaved,
on.
Oh, did he do the makeup one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And a-
Gary's
and
a
like-
makeup
and a cream
girl.
pie in
She's
the
done
face
really
as
well.
well.
She's in some finals of... I have to ask her about it. She's in the finals of like a UK makeup competition.
Oh, makeup.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. She's doing
Nice.
really well, apparently.
She is good at it.
She's extremely good at it, yeah. Okay, anyway. We're only in the first paragraph. We got this.
Back on track, mate.
There's no way Sko's shaving that hair.
It's glorious.
Scott slicked back
It's
mane.
glorious.
There's no way. You can't appreciate it till you see it in person and you go, wow,
It's amazing.
look at that.
Yeah? It's White Goodman quality.
It is. Hey, everybody, come look at my hair. Okay, so it was around this time I started to date a girl called Pandora. We met on a train when I was on the way to a gig when we hit it off and we quickly connected over our love of emo. It then transpired that she was a bit of a gamer. And after a few days of texting, we met up at mine to play a bit of PS2.
I would have played a bit of anal.
I play this game, it's called Anal. Over the next few months, our blossoming romance furthered until one day we met up after she finished college and she was all excited. My friends are playing this new game, and it's just come out. It's like your Final Fantasy game. It's called World of Warcraft.
You do like the girl voice well too convincing.
I like a lot of my
You
voices
need to do
recently.
that, like...
Everyone like my
lipstick,
redneck voice.
Would you fuck me? I'll fuck me thing.
I'm not a serial killer.
And tuck your dick between your legs.
I'm not a serial killer, bro. Let's not go down that road. Name the song.
I can't name it.
Goodbye, Horses.
I would never have got that.
Well, good song. I bought a copy for each of us, installed it on... Oh, wait a minute. Notice the swift cookening that went on there. There's a well good game out there everyone's
I bought
playing.
you a copy.
Buy it for me.
Oh, he bought it.
He bought both copies. Super cooked, man. Super cooked.
Do you reckon
Good
she
God.
puts her foot on his neck while she's strap-oning him? Hey?
Let's play a new game. It's called Pegging.
No, not like in the end of his dick. That's docking. I've got my sex games all mixed up here.
Yeah, Pegging.
What's an Alaskan pipeline?
I'm not saying that on stream. Google it.
Tried.
I bought a copy for each of us and installed it on my PC. And she installed it on her laptop. Ooh, bit of respect returned.
Where?
You play on this. Over there. Over there.
Don't diss laptops, mate.
Up until this point, we never really played games co-op together. Oh, shit. Mainly because if it wasn't turn-based, she was shit. But nevertheless, I thought I'd give it a go with her. After all, I wasn't making any progress in FFXI and needed something new to play for a few months. Little did I know that 12 years later, here I am. What the fuck, I googled the Alaskan pipeline. That's on you, bro.
Oh, you fucking amateur.
That's on you, bro.
You
If we're
amateur.
not willing to say it on this show, you done fucked up.
That's it. The thing about the Alaskan pipeline, yeah, exactly. The thing with the Alaskan pipeline is most websites bullshit you. The real meaning of Alaskan pipelines on the lemonparty.org. They'll tell you exactly what the Alaskan pipeline is.
Yeah, there's
Sorry,
pictures
mate.
on Goatsy. Check that out. The moment it arrived, World of Warcraft was ready to play. We both logged in, set our server to the same as her friends from college, who on a side note were a bunch of pretentious arty knobheads.
Look at everyone. Don't go to those websites.
Anyway, arty knobheads, but thankfully... Did you like the retrospective? Are you wearing a polo neck in college?
Yes.
Is that happening right now? Are you wearing a beret? Is that what arty people still wear in college?
Berets.
The beret was a giveaway.
No, it's...
The beret was a dead giveaway.
There's too many different fucking crowds of, like, you know, Ponces now, so...
Well, goths are gone now, right? There's no goths.
No. God, I mean, when I was still working in town
being
less than a
goth.
year ago.
I didn't go with face makeup.
You know, like the baggy jeans and the rock bags and the rock hoodies, they're still around, man, of all fucking ages. You know, the standard teen angst rocker. I hate my parents, but I love a good Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn's gone now, right? No,
he's still going, man.
He's still going.
He was actually in Sons of Anarchy for a few seasons as well. Good
yes,
actor.
he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
He ended up bumming someone.
On the character creation screen, I already picked my class, a warrior. A brute of the World of Warcraft. I was looking forward to charging into packs of enemies, smacking them with my shield, cleaving their hopeless bodies in two. I wanted to be the Horde, a mighty I wanted to be Horde, a mighty faction. However, Pandora wanted us to be both humans, and we could be in a relationship in-game.
For the Alliance, bitches.
We could probably get married in this game. Yeah.
Hey, you can in Revelation Online, mate. You've even got to work up to it in that game.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
You've got to whisper them, then you've got to do things in party.
If your girl wants to play a game and her first go-to is the marriage, I don't know, man.
Probably.
But as I
with
like
someone
sex,
else.
as every man has said, as I liked sex, I said yes. Well, all right. So we created our humans. She decided to go for a rogue, which surprised me as I convinced she would go for a caster. What are you playing? Rogue.
What's worse is he let her play a rogue.
I don't know you at all. This makes no...
But you're not a guy.
Take your panties down one more time.
Is there a dick in there? Then why are you not a fucking night elf priest?
Let me have a feel. After she spent way too much time going through the minimal options making her character, we finally started in Elwyn Forest.
Ooh.
It was amusing. I still remember those first few quests, quickly progressing through to Goldshire, and even taking on Hogger a few times. Pandora snuck up behind him once. In a methodical attack, she'd stun him, I'd charge in, and we would reap the benefits. Diminishing returns there, bro.
Rookie mistake, rookie move.
It's things like that make me upset.
It's things like that is the reason
set
why
up his paw.
Yeah, she's dry. Your fault.
Wow. I don't know how you got there, but sure.
To the BattleNet launcher.
Hogger, the sex killer.
No, because of his diminishing returns. She's well not aroused. She's the opposite of aroused. In fact, it's closed tighter. She's basically an airlock puss.
I charge in and would reap the benefits. However, if it was to be, I would just let her die.
I don't get where this is going.
Oh.
He's cooking, and then he's on the other side of the spectrum to the treat and mean Keaton Keen kind of aspect.
He just likes sex, and this is who he's having sex with, and she's asking for things. But at the heart of it, he's still got testicles, and ultimately...
He's bouncing her.
A noob's a noob.
A noob's a noob.
A noob's a noob. It doesn't matter what sex I've said this since the start. I've played with many a girl, many a boy. I just want you to play the game well. I don't care.
I have that, mate. Someone who I hardly know.
I couldn't care less.
A female warlock in my new guild. She's fucking bants, mate. Like the blokes.
You would get no special attention from either me or him.
Exactly, yeah. Just because you got a sweaty set of tits.
Why are they sweaty?
Like a big soapy... Like a big soapy set of fucking guns? What? Do you even have tits? Well, why don't you Snapchat me and prove it?
I knew that's where it was going. I knew that's where it was going. Sure, prove it.
Yeah.
Send me a picture. No, a better quality one.
No.
What's the lighting in this?
That's not even you. Retake it licking your nipple.
Now put a message next to it with your name on it so I can
That's
get it right.
Exactly.
Okay. Little did I know that she screamed at me, wondering why I had done this to her.
I can't believe you've done this.
I just laugh it off. Little did I know, though, this was a little taster of things to come.
What, he's bouncing her?
Why are you helping me? Noob. Fast forward then a few levels and we're in Duskwood. We're taking on spooders and ghouls together. However, it was this point that we were taking on tougher mobs. I remember the step up to Duskwood. Whew. Hey? Whew. What? Yeah? Isn't it?
I don't remember it like, oh, difficult.
Isn't it?
Huh? Huh?
It was something that Pandora just couldn't seem to handle.
Give up in Duskwood, huh?
Fell in Duskwood. She was the squishiest of rogues and would fall over at a mob just looking at her. After her 10th death in this area, she shouted at me, "Why don't you protect me?" I turned to look at her and I said, "This is solo content. Shouldn't be dying anyway."
Yeah, evasion.
This was the breaking point. The laptop lid slammed shut and she stormed out of my room. I shouted after her, "It's only kidding, mate. Mate, come back. Come back, though." Fuck off.
Just out of curiosity, if you do come back, can we have sex? No, then fuck off.
Wait, hang on a minute, though. What about a sandwich, though? Not negotiating it.
You're
now.
passing the kitchen, I'm just saying it's good manners.
Okay. She was gone and on her way home. I carried on playing and then called her when I was finished. She was in tears, though, Andy. No, getting emotional. I don't remember the argument that followed, but it was along the lines of how I don't respect her. How I think I am better than her. I apologised, even though she was correct. This was basically most of our lives on our journey to level 60.
Isn't he, like, born better than her anyway, because she's a woman?
Oh, why? Why?
Because I want to see it. I want
to let you wear the t-shirt.
That's why. I'm rebelling against it.
It wasn't always bad moments, though. We had a lot of fun together overall. Her friends joked that we fooled around together whilst in dungeon groups. They weren't far wrong, as once she decided to rub my pants on the nether regions during a boss fight.
That's not very...
Yeah, I know.
Right, a blowjob is a bragger.
Not impressed.
Right, if she's rubbing your dick, all she's doing is working you up, but for, like, no avail. Unless she's doing that, like, unless eventually it's either a Beej, a HJ, a ZJ, which, you know, if you don't know what that is, you can't afford it. Or she's doing that, like, ultra crouch thing, you know, like the ultra crouch bounce under the table. Never had it, but would have been on my top 10. Sorry, mate, derailed you a touch there. Hit it.
Gear stick game could go on during dungeons.
Gear stick game.
Controls you know what it is.
It's a hand job.
Yeah, but it's not. You're not pumping. You're controlling it like a car.
That's not fun for anyone, though.
It's fun for me.
Why? It's the same as fucking rubbing your pants. There's no end game there, son.
No. It's exposed out the pants.
It's like drinking without the goal of getting pissed.
It's out the pants. It's out the pants.
It's out the pants, but it's still moving
There's
your dick
nothing
around.
nicer than another hand on your dick. Male, female, dog, doesn't matter.
I know, but I don't like it when there's no, like, fucking, I'm going to shotgun you in a minute.
You could force it.
You can't, mate. You'd have an aneurysm.
You could force it.
Just moving your dick around like... What if she was track and fielding you? That's a broke dick.
And then she says something like, "How did you do that?" And you go... We wiped on that boss and then we died. We finally hit level 60 together, though. After a couple of months arguing and her dying, she was relieved. While she enjoyed the game, she told me, "Wow, I'm glad that's over." I agreed, but then I saw another level 60 warrior. He walked past me, kitted out in amazing armour I'd never seen before. I whispered him, "Excuse me, sir, how does one get these things?" He likes emo, so it makes sense to me.
That's not emo.
That's how they all talk.
Emo,
it's how they all talk.
It
is.
No, it's not. Emo's like edgy, but on the same... It's like having no self-respect. It's like, say, "Hey, where'd you get those things? But just so you're clear, I don't really care.
And if you tell me the answer, I'm not going to say thank you.
I thank you, but I don't care.
But tell me anyway." The reply, of course, molten core, ... like noob.
You need to do that tongue in your bottom lip thing.
Oh my god, when that was popular, it was the best thing ever because nobody looked so stupid like the guy doing it. I immediately went to Thoughtbot and looked into this. It was about a raid. I'd heard speak of raids. It was mentioned in our social guild, of where I am very antisocial.
You can chat to me if you want. I won't reply.
Or read it. But I will. But I won't.
I only play when the game's at night.
It never really interested me. That wasn't until I saw epic loot tables. Ooh. I went straight to Trade Chat, the source of all good guild recruitment, and then found a team. I did get a taste of raiding over the months that followed, a bit of MC, a touch of BWL. But I'll be the first to admit, I was carried. A lot. Pandora did not like this.
Oh, she's seen him.
Pandora did not like this.
Is she seen him being the cook, or has she seen him progress?
I never even told her I was leaving the guild. I just left to join a better one. She saw this as betrayal. I still saw her physically, at least 3 times a week at that point. She ranted at me on the phone for what felt like hours. All the while, I was in Tanaris, farming ore and avoiding that horde PvP. She said it was make or break time for us, and that she wanted to talk about this face to face tonight. Andy.
I called her. Can't tonight, love. I'm raiding.
This is serious. Our relationship's on the line. We need to speak about this face to face tonight. Raid night, though. Sorry.
If you came with a sandwich, I'll leave a key at the door. Don't speak, though, because I'll be on, what was it back then? TeamSpeak.
No, Ventrilo was the original. Well, TeamSpeak was around, so TeamSpeak 2, I believe. She hung up the phone. So I muted my phone and got on with the game. I can't tell you how many missed calls I had, but my phone battery was dead when the time I came back to it. After a successful raid night, where I got my tier braces and a few other upgrades, I went to bed. I didn't have any lectures the following day, so I slept in, and then woke up to play a bit more WoW. Imagine my horror, though, to log in and find all my gold had disappeared. My character was naked.
Sharing accounts.
That's sitting next to each other. She knows he's logging. You think that she knows he's logging information?
Mate,
It's probably like I love Pandora.
Under
1,
no
2, 3.
circumstances would I ever give anyone who I loved like my login credentials. I tell you what then. I tell a lie, right? I hold my hands up. Right, say like if this was me and a bird and okay, I'll give him my login credentials. When things started to go south is the second I change my password.
If the Netflix password changes, your relationship's in trouble.
If suddenly we start arguing about WoW-related stuff, that password gets changed like a motherfucker.
I don't know your password. You don't know mine.
I could tell you mine, mate, but you can't get in it. Battlenet Protector. Sorry, what is it now? Blizzard
Authenticator.
Cook. Blizzard Authenticator Cookery.
Anyway, he's naked. I checked the in-game mail to find one from Pandora. She said that she had taken everything away from me, and that maybe now I'll see that this game wasn't meant to be played together, and not with a bunch of people I don't even know. She had transferred my gold to her character, and promised to give it back once I stopped being selfish.
GM ticket.
Unfortunately, she vended my gear, and couldn't get it through her thick skull that I can't just buy back shit that she's vended. My days of playing WoW and Vanilla at this point were over. I did get my gold back, though, as I had her login info.
Ha!
I don't think she ever realised I did. You couldn't GM ticket really back then, no.
You could.
Yeah, but it takes ages.
It's
like
a
when
pain in the
Genji lost
ass.
his gear, I got hacked, and so did Genji, just as the Sunwell came out. And it took 6 weeks for me to get my gear back.
Mine was 2 weeks, but I will say the gear that I got back wasn't gemmed or enchanted or whatever it was.
Yeah, they just gave you the
They
items
just
back.
give you the standard gear back.
Bollocks. Anyway, this wasn't the only of our issues. For a while, we were drifting apart. I was actually focusing on my university course and working.
Sorry.
Andy, what was she focused on?
She was focusing on being a dickhead. You dickhead. Right there. I didn't make that up.
I focused on university. She's focused on being a dickhead. She's doing very well. She could have a star.
That's it.
Every fucking day there was some drama at her college that I couldn't give a shit about. She would moan about people wronging her, but her stories almost always made her in the wrong.
Do you know what? She reminds me of those fucking SJ dubs now.
We split up, and that was the end of that.
And we're done here.
So you called her a bitch, but then she got angry at you, huh? Yeah, I can see that. At the time, though, when I was slim, had a full head of hair, finding the next girl wasn't that much of a chore. I worked at HMV. Wow. Poon City.
Mate, don't fucking diss HMV. I knew a
HMV.
security guard at HMV who used to get me 40% discount on fucking computer games. Last one he got me, Tenchu Stealth Assassin on the PS1.
What was the US version of HMV? Where would you buy? Back in the day, old fellas and ladies, When would you have got? Where would you have gone to buy your CDs for your music? Where would you have gone to buy?
It was a shop that
now 21
CDs, games, and other kind of kick arseries. Also, for those, there's a lot of people that don't understand the logo with the name HMV.
I don't know where it is.
Really?
Something music video?
No, it's it's a dog looking at the speaker.
Yeah.
It's an old painting called His Master's Voice.
Okay.
Yeah. So the dog looking at the megaphone. Yeah. His Master's Voice. HMV. A little bit of a tidbit for you there.
HMV was in Canada. Music CDs, you fucks. We have HMV in Canada. WH Smith? No. Media Play, Tower Records. The US has got too many.
Radio Shack.
Electronic Boutique. EB Games. Anyway. It was the most popular shop on the high street at the time. And we had an influx of temporary Christmas staff. Being the grade A creep I was, I offered to do the training.
Nice.
Because I saw that one of them was a girl named Janie. Why, hello there. Now, Janie was clearly a nerd, and she was very different to Pandora. Janie was also a bit of a wild child.
Oh, shit now.
No, that means she's crap in bed.
No, it doesn't, mate.
Does.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. The thing is, though, there's no equal medium with a wild child. They're either fucking dynamite slags, or they're like her from American Beauty who's just never been fucked.
It's just a virgin, mate.
Yeah, but no, that makes it out that they're a slag.
Oh, yeah.
So they're ultra fucking good. You run the high risk of getting like a dick burn, or they've just never done anything, or you're missionary for like forever. Just saying, mate. Slow down! Oh no. Do you know what? I was gonna ask you a question that made me sound like a horrible fucking chauvinistic pig.
Oh well, we wouldn't want that, would we?
Right. Have you ever been with a girl who just lies there and takes it like a sack of spuds?
Yeah.
Fucking put a bit of effort in,
You
girl.
should not be thinking about what's on telly later.
What's on telly later?
No, while going. I mean, it's been a while. I've been married for...
Oh, right. I thought you meant like...
for like over 10
I thought it was
years.
like there's some sort of porn fiesta going on. Tell me later.
No, you can relax. Yeah, but everybody's been there. I was like, I was with a girl once who had never given a beach and was scared of it. And I didn't know what to say. And I said, well, do you want to try and figure out? She was like, no, it sounds too scary.
Bye.
I don't know what to say. I was like, you just put a dick in your mouth.
That's the best way of putting it. Literally, put the dick in your mouth.
See the way I put my mouth on your bit? You do that to me.
But don't do this as much. I'm just saying. You don't want to like an Alsatian chewing a fucking steak.
It's not science. This is not a difficult bit. Okay.
That derail. Awesome.
Anyway. Now.
That wasn't me for a change.
Now, Janie was also a bit of a nerd. She's a wild child. I knew I had my work cut out for me. Yeah? Work cut out for me.
Have you seen how much shade we've tossed at this bitch? We don't even know anything about her yet.
Apparently she can't give a bitch.
Oh, is this her?
No, this isn't the girl I was with. That would be really weird.
No, I mean, no, you did. I mean, like, did it say in here that she?
No. That was a true story.
Oh, right. Fucking hell.
However, this made me want her more. We were out for drinks and even more drinks, and more often than not, she'd come back to mine. She told me she played a bit of WoW and was looking forward to the Burning Crusade. I resubbed immediately.
Nice.
Realm changed my character, and we played a bit together in the short term I was with her. It unravelled, though, as soon I met her friends.
Her friends will fit her.
Oh, the cunts. It's a risk. It's a risk.
I'll tell you what, though, I will say, it's
risk.
like it reminds me of Triceptus in the chat earlier, is if you realm change your character to impress a bird, that's the equivalent of puffing your chest out. See my character, mate? Yeah.
Only if it's epic gear.
Pretty
Not if you
fucking-
transfer your level 35
Got some
shaman.
pretty fucking sweet gear on this guy, mate. Yeah, seen that chest plate? Yeah.
Oh, we need a lad. She had one friend called Cloggington. And there was a lot of bants going on between the two of them. It turned out that once they were an item.
Oh. Cloggington's, mate. He's the spanner in the works, that Cloggington.
A few months before me meeting her, I personally didn't give a shit until I logged in one day and Cloggington whispered me, "Excuse me, I'm still in love."
Do you know what?
Janie.
A very fitting name pick. Yeah? Cook. Don't do it. She has my heart.
Cloggington politely asked, "Please, step aside for me. Don't block our destiny."
Name drop. Do you know what? I imagine though, with that voice and with it being Cloggy, after every quest he says his name but sings it like an 80s rock singer.
Cloggington!
No, he goes like, "Please, just move aside. Cloggington!"
I told him to go fuck himself. No.
It's like raids.
He didn't take too kindly to this though, and he told on me. He told Janie that I was mean to him. Oh. And she confronted me about it. I told her the real story, and she sighed. Apparently, Janie still had feelings for Cloggington too.
Oh shit.
I don't wanna wait for our lives to be over. Blah, 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 blah. Listen, I don't think there's anything worse for a guy, because now you're like, can I not be fucked with this?
Yeah, exactly that. In a nutshell.
You know what? Why don't the both of you fuck off?
Yeah.
And do whatever the...
As a package.
I was confused. I'd not long come out of a relationship and now I was in the middle of someone else's. But I stopped logging in.
Oh, fuck off, PC.
Not wanting to be confronted by the situation. After Janie's contract ended, we saw less and less of each other. Eventually, just go away. I'm still friends with Janie, kind of. Booty call. And I don't know whatever happened. It's Cloggington. Cloggington's waiting for that 10-year gap on Facebook. And then he can send the, "How are you doing these days?
Hey,
Just biding my time."
not spoke to you for a while.
Do
How you
people
keeping?
do the accidental Facebook message like people used to do with text messages to make contact with a
No.
bird? Does that not
You
happen?
can't do that now. You can't accidentally, because Facebook's so fucking cooked by money. It's such a chore to send a message in Facebook to someone.
It's so hard to do.
It's like, oops, I accidentally clicked on 27 different button protocols to send you this message. My bad.
Apparently it does happen. Triceps has
No
had it.
fucking
Apparently.
way it still happens.
No. I hope it's still like it used to be, which was that party last night was fucking sick, bro. I can't believe how awesome I was at that party last night. Sorry, bird. Supposed to be sending that to my boys.
Did you see how fit Natasha was at that party last night? It is Natasha. Oh, sorry, mate. Meant to send that somebody else.
How are you doing anyway? Now we're talking.
But now that we're talking, and I've initiated dialogue, how you doing? You got a fella yet? Anal.
ASL though.
ASL, mate. Oh, do you remember the ASL game?
I do.
In Hotmail chat rooms, mate. 18! Male! Florida bodybuilder. I was 11. Fat! Jerking off.
TBC launched though, and I re-rolled to a Blood Elf Paladin.
Yes, mates!
I leveled him right up to 70 in about a month. I was chatting to a girl on MySpace.
Oh, MySpace, man.
What music did you have?
On MySpace? Oh, it fucking varied, mate. It varied.
Did you
a
keep
lot.
your track list fresh?
Funky fresh, mate. And my top 10. And my top 10. Let's not gloss over the top 10. Because it was before Sue, so the tricks that I was interested in always appeared like, like 6s and 7s, whereas like I had my fucking spars as like 1, 2, and 3. Tom can fuck off. But like the random bitches that I thought like I'd give them a throw, I'd put them in like my 6s and 7s, and then I'd speak to them so that I'd have to come to my page and say like, oh, I'm in his top 10, but I'm not there in his like top 3 yet, so I'm going to have to like send in my tits.
There was something really cool about designing your MySpace page.
It was!
You had to really think about what song's going to play when people come here. Like, what is the first thing? I think I had a wrestling thing and all sorts. Didn't get me any poon if I'm going to be honest.
MySpace is just music now, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's music.
I'm going to try and log into mine if I can still do it and see if I can find all my old shit.
I have no chance.
It'd be well.
I'm pretty sure I had Pantera on mine. Maybe something. Or maybe Linkin Park.
Probably was.
Probably was Linkin Park. Or it might have been Limp Bizkit.
Could have been the Biscuit.
It could have been Biscuit. My Generation or something. Or fucking My Way. Probably My Way because it spoke to me.
You fucking know.
Them lyrics.
Those lyrics are my life. It's my way or the highway.
My way speaks to me.
Tell it, Fred.
So I'm going to do things my way.
Tell it, Fred.
And it's my way or the highway.
This time I am going to let it all out. I'm going to stand up and shout. I'm going to do things my way. Yeah? Whoa, you fucking laugh, right? It is my way or it's the highway. Do one, you dickhead.
And girls will love that, man.
Dude, girls will fucking...
Girls will be like, oh,
look how edgy that guy is.
He's got his life together because
he's fucking cool, yeah.
He does it his way.
He's a fucking wild card. He's slinging dick. Yeah? Friend request. Friend request.
Anyway, I was chatting to a girl on MySpace who was also doing the same, and we agreed to meet. Me and Kimber.
Oh, I'm swiping right. I'm friending Kimber.
Me and Kimber hit it off, and we were together soon after. She wanted to... Things with Kimber hit a rocky road.
Classic Kimber.
Once we started playing a lot together, she decided that she wanted to create her own Japanese-themed guild.
All right. What do you do?
I cringed.
Yeah.
But she was very hot. So I went with it. Anywho.
Want some poon?
Naturally, the guild attracted lots of role-playing anime fans. One even had a bit of love for the old tentacle thing.
Jim Pokemon. Oh.
I think, though, that real serious anime girls are probably frightful. I mean, shock and awe tactics in bed. Just they're watching that hentai shit, and that is just out there.
I don't know, though. Don't you reckon they're the same kind of people who are like those, like, fake nasty bitches? What? What did I miss? What did I miss?
I just pictured some orgasm going, kawaii.
No, she do it like this, though, mate. She go, kawaii. Oh. And she's got like that fucking like...
Yeah, see? Luke says it. Anime girls will fuck you up in bed.
But like the squint and shit, and then like they have that symbol above the head that's like the thinking sort of impact where it's like a cross, but it's four corners.
I'm not dissing hentai. I'm not into it. But
hentai's the sex version of animation. It's
why
mint.
tentacles though?
I don't like
Why
tentacles. I don't know. It's weird.
It's
weird.
He looks at an octopus and goes, you know what? All right, I got this.
Not me.
No, not me either.
Not me, Michael.
Not me either. Why schoolgirls though? What's that about? Why schoolgirls? It makes me uncomfortable.
I don't even want to weigh in with that.
Don't like that face.
It gets worse.
It makes me uncomfortable.
No, I don't get the fucking
There's a
schoolgirl
difference
thing.
between a woman dressed as a schoolgirl kind of thing. Because that's
Do
that
you know
plaid
what
skirt, old belly
yeah,
comes
the
to
schoolgirl
cheeks.
doesn't like...
But not a
do it
schoolgirl,
for
like
me.
it appears to be in that.
Oh right, yeah.
That's an actual schoolgirl.
That's an actual schoolgirl. But even the schoolgirl thing doesn't do it for me. Fucking short skirts that show your round part of your ass. Yes, but not as a fucking schoolgirl.
Tight hot pants style or a skirt? Both have merit.
They do both have merit.
They both have merit.
One's quick access. One's like more visual.
Anyway, the story says we'll skip over that. Oh, we didn't. Sorry. We were supposed to skip over that bit.
Which one? The hentai thing?
Yeah, it says we'll skip over that as I don't want to trigger people in the chat.
Britney Spears. Yeah, but that's before she got massive knocks.
And shaved her head. Which I was into.
I
She was
wasn't.
militant and serious.
But like, you
know I should have a conversation.
No, mate. The thing is, though, right, and this is apologies. Okay, you knew at that point that you could, when you're banging her, you could fucking stick one on her.
What the fuck?
She's fucking angry. Yeah,
Christ.
you're fucking crazy.
I need to write your character into a show.
What?
I'm going to show this to Susan.
Sexually aggressive.
Susan's like, what?
Oh no, I always say it.
But
Suzanne.
in bed, you're so tender.
I'm not. I'm fucking at the minute, mate. In bed, I'm so silent.
You have to have stealth sex right now.
Ultimate stealth sex.
That sucks.
Mate, I tell you what, it's like dominoes. Things have to fall right in line, and then it's like, go. It's like fucking militia, mate. SAS. Silence.
Do you look at every 5-minute gap as an opportunity? I could do this.
3-minute gap.
I could do this. Yeah,
minute
you got to take the clothes off. You got to
That's
get in
it.
there. Unless Susan's
I'll
got
tell you what.
full Velcro pants.
I'm not, because she's very fucking head smart, and I'm not. If I need a throw, I need a throw. But
Such
There's
a
been
guy thing
times-
to say where like Emma's like, no, because we've got this and this happening in the next 5 minutes. And I'm like, I'm really ready to go. Like,
mate, there's been times, and like, there's been times where she's literally gone round the side of the house to take things out to the bin. And I'll say, should we just go here? She'll look at me like, are you fucking stupid? And then she'll go like, she'll go. And then there's about 12 houses around the side of the house, and I thought, that's why you're the fucking brains, and I'm just the dick. But anyway,
when the mood strikes.
when the mood strikes, but yeah,
Mood strikes.
but like all forms of Britney Spears, I'd fucking smash.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying.
Why did you bring it back to, as if there's a lineup?
I'm just saying. No, there's been no. You can shut up, right? You can shut up, right? There's about fucking 5 stages of fucking Britney Spears, and each one of them, yeah.
Even her final form.
I'm just saying. Even a final form.
She's not a Pokemon.
Every one of these stages, right? I'd bang like a shithouse door.
Every evolution of Britney Spears.
That's it.
Fine.
It would, yeah, yeah. Barely legal, healthy and fucking up and coming. Just had me tits done, shaved me head, careers on its arse, gonna do fucking Vegas. All of them fucking stages.
Oh
She's
my
got a dick
God. Winning.
Just saying.
Anyway, after a while of playing on and off and leveling and all with Kimber, where have you taken us?
Dirty, and you gave me hot wings. She did give me hot wings.
She did.
Tony Roma's.
I want to say that was for both of us. It was to share. I wanted to raid more, so I found myself a raiding guild called
50 Shades of Britney Spears.
Jesus Christ.
It was in chat. It's the first thing I saw.
They were mainly English-based, and we had an absolute blast. The guild leader still plays to this day, and I raided with him and some others right through to Cataclysm. Kimber started to log less and less, apparently concentrating on becoming a Japanese girl.
What, him becoming a Japanese girl?
No,
All right.
I'm fully committed. I'm going to become a Japanese girl.
It's happening.
Right. Okay. What's your first step to... Kimber, your thoughts. What's the first step to becoming a Japanese girl for a Western white lady?
White face paint, and then like the 2 red face painted things there, and a kimono.
I don't know. I mean, you can make yourself look like a cat these days.
What am I thinking of? A geisha? Is it a geisha?
A geisha?
Geisha. I don't know that. I'm more into cats.
I was getting lost in Outland and started going out less frequently. Kimber and I split up after just a year. A year! And I took it very, very hard. I was drinking a lot, becoming quite introverted. It was around Karazhan that I decided to take some time off from WoW and sort my shit out. Hit the gym, got back in shape, and reconnected with old friends who introduced me to a girl.
Uh-oh.
Her name
Round 3.
was Bex.
Bex.
Oh, this is a fail.
Classic Bex.
He introduced me to Bex.
Fucking hell.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. This isn't going to last
I
long.
know. This is probably the worst one.
It's literally like, she's the anti-Bance.
This girl would eventually be the mother of my child.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry I'm out of it.
Did I set you up for that?
Well, I fucked up there, didn't I?
Oh, that's awesome.
How bad do I feel now? And it's all your fault.
I feel I'm going to keep that part of my story private. Wrath it, and when time would allow, I'd log in and join battle against the Lich King. I knew relationships and WoW rarely mix, so it was a bit of a relief that my new love of my life didn't play any games. I was happy in WoW and my life in general. I raided a lot more, but in a less hardcore environment, and have remained that way ever since. My guild master, myself, and I joined a few guilds until settling on a raiding team that would last until the Dragon Soul. But the downfall of the 50 Shades of Britney Spears is another tale for a different time. The rest of my time WoW has been relatively drama-free. I'm now back to my original warrior, who is now an orc and currently progressing through the Nighthold. Thank you for reading my story. All the best.
Oh, shit!
Plot twist.
Holy shit!
Plot twist.
I know him!
But they...
Well, motherfucker! You kept that silent, you little sly dog! You better have been fucking watching and all. I can't believe you let me bounce on my mate all the way through it.
Well, you won't be yourself otherwise. We wouldn't have gone down the Britney Spears road.
It's a good point. We wouldn't have gone down the Britney Spears road. It's a good point.
You wouldn't have gone down the Britney Spears road. And you wouldn't have said all those things about Bex. Why did I have to be the boring one? God, what was I? A good girlfriend.
Who was the boring one?
Bex.
Classic Bex.
Oh, God. Okay, that kind of does bring us to the end. I did want to say, interesting. I wanted to gauge a reaction on this. Is Emma has been streaming playing WoW. She does about once a week. But it's kind of interesting to see a total noob play and the troubles they have.
I believe so.
That has been really interesting. So I think we could go one of two routes. One, we could make a highlight video and really make it funny.
I'm not highlighting your missus. The fuck you think I'm the cook in your three-way or something? Fuck off. Teach her how to edit.
Or we could look at it professionally. Both have merit. Well, like, what is a noob's perspective to WoW? It's so good.
The thing is, like, if you do it professionally, then you've got to make your missus play properly and not pull out a fucking calculator.
No, because it's interesting for me. It's interesting to me to see what a noob looks at when they first see WoW. You know, that because I can't get that perspective, neither can you. And you could never have it because you were like never a noob.
It's true.
Not for WoW. We'd already played loads of games.
Not for anything, motherfucker.
Jesus, that was cold. That was like,
like
gangster talk. That was like gangster talk. But yeah, we could definitely do something along those lines. That could be a lot of fun. Anyway, we got lots of games, and we're also legacy making next week. Which should be a lot of fun. All the props are here.
Are they? Oh, they are. We had a good fuck around with them.
We've had lots of props arrive. I don't mind looking like a dick on camera. That's going to be pretty good.
You don't mind looking like you're like a dick on camera?
I guess so. Any questions before we disappear?
Before we dissing,
yeah.
More YouTube.
Before we disappear for another night of what has been a tremendous load of fun.
It's been a good fucking night tonight.
It has been.
You know what? Every Saturday I think, fuck's sake, I've got to fucking sit in front of all these dickheads. Oh, and I think, you know what? Tonight maybe they'll be a little different. And they were. A lot of energy, a lot of focus.
Oh, Ali got Prey. Yeah, our Prey playthrough was an extreme adventure. Such a good game.
It was a good game.
We have spoke about Destiny 2, got into detail on it. Is Emma leveling going on Game Dads? No, because she uses music because it fits what she's doing. And all that kind of stuff. It's pretty good.
Yes, I will be on WoW later.
Mm-hmm. Injustice 2 is Monday, I believe. I think it comes out on Monday. Yeah, it should release on Monday. And then I've got another big game coming. I can't remember which one it is. Something big, anyway. Something big. The worst mob to encounter in Neocron. Surprise warbots, but the MC5 robots.
That's exactly the fucking... I'm not just warbots, but surprise warbots.
Surprise warbots were the worst, yeah, because you just did.
Oh, the fire bastards in the wastelands.
They weren't too bad because they came in packs, so you could kind of work.
Yeah, but if I were on my PE, mate, and I was on my spy, if that put one dot on me, I'm a dead man.
Injustice did come out yesterday for USA. It does not come out till Monday in the UK, unfortunately.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever never played Andromeda? We did. We played Andromeda for 3 days, I think. We gave Andromeda about 30 hours.
Didn't like it.
No, I was not a huge fan. It was a very time-consuming game rather than full of good stuff. You said you wanted some old items back in WoW. What are your thoughts on the shields from Nax 40? So Tendix for that. Oh, are they not the same ones that are in Nax 25? I thought all the models were the same. There's slight recolours, aren't they?
I know
The Wall of the Dead.
Slight recalls. I don't know the rest.
Maybe.
Couldn't say.
Are you looking forward to 725, Andy?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Everything looks good so far, but I'm holding my breath because 7.2 looked really good, and then they changed loads of stuff at the last minute.
I'm not at that point where it matters, though. You know. So I'll take it on the fucking. The only thing I don't like is something that affects me directly, which is. Oh yeah. Is the changes to assassination spec, where the thing that I actually use, they're removing and replacing it for an unusability.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna say shit until I've actually tried it. You know.
What game in the near future are you looking forward to?
Quite a few.
Yeah, I'd have to see the list.
Stick of Truth. Destiny 2, baby!
Stick of Truth's not till
I'm
the
not
end
on
of
the
the year.
inside
Is it?
voice, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Stick of Truth's the end of the year.
September is Destiny 2.
Well, E3's in June. Bloodborne 2 is definitely on the list, right?
Isn't E3 tomorrow?
No, E3's June.
What's tomorrow?
Nothing's tomorrow.
I
I got the dates wrong, so I haven't seen the schedule. It's actually in June. E3's in June. I don't have the games. Oh, it might be. Hold on.
Fractured Butthole.
Do you think that game's going to be wank?
Nope. I think it's going to be amazing.
It's a bit out of touch now, the whole superhero thing.
I don't know, though. It's more of the South Park shock value and RPG elements of a game that they did before. As long as they match that shit, I'm down for it.
Yeah. Right, hang on, let me check the games list.
Alright. Right.
We've got that Reservoir Dogs Bloody Days, which is like Hotline Miami. That looks really good.
When's that out?
This month. Get Even. I can't remember Get Even, but that's out this month as well.
When are these out?
Rhyme. This is all this month. Like, it's...
I'm off next Thursday, Friday, remember? Save's birthday.
Well, yeah, that means I'll play it. Agony I've got coming up, which is a horror game.
Oh, that does look.
Oh, Shadow of War Middle-earth is out as well.
When's it out?
Soon. There's no date on it. It's soon.
Okay.
Sea of Thieves, which looks really fun. Redeemer looks really good. What was the other one? Ruiner. Agents of Mayhem looks awesome. That's made by the Saints Row people.
I want you to play. I don't like the look of it.
Detroit Become Human is going to be bants.
That's going to be really good.
Yeah. Crackdown 3, we were a bit... Crackdown 3.
I'm up for... Because the first two Crackdowns were pretty good. So I think if it's not like ridiculous amounts of brass, I think we should give it a try.
Call of Cthulhu, apparently it looks really, really good. The official video game of Cthulhu. And the other one is Overkill's The Walking Dead, which looks like a really good zombie game.
Overkill's The Walking Dead?
Yeah, Rhymes, I just said Rhymes.
Overkill! The fucking Payday guys. They're making a Walking Dead game.
Yes.
Oh.
So that is on the list to be done. Can you play Agony on stream? Don't know. Don't know if we can play Agony on stream.
Is that the one in hell with all the tits and the
Yeah,
fucking
it's
stuff?
very graphic. It's extremely graphic.
We've got to check if they ban it or not.
We might see it.
Yeah.
It might be okay. But yes, it is those guys doing that. Andy streamed Overwatch last week, I think. Or just the week before. I was streaming some Overwatch.
No. I did Heroes of the Storm for the weekly quest.
Definitely. But yeah, Cthulhu looks really good. The game lineup looks fucking awesome. I don't think we've got any more like this coming out. It's just the tits. I've started playing Zero Dawn again. I managed to get some because Emma's been streaming. Emma's been streaming. That's given me some time where I can go and do something. Because everything, like there's work stuff going on, so I feel a little freedom on that. So when Emma streams, like last night I watched the Jason Bourne movie, which is terrible.
Which one? The new one?
The new one.
I've not seen that.
Jason Bourne
I'll tell you what you need to
once
watch.
again trying to find out about his past, and the government doesn't want him to know.
I'll tell you what you should watch, and I put it on a whim, but The Accountant.
Yeah, I want to watch The Accountant. We need to do...
It's a good film.
Release the Patreon stuff for Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And I'm going to have to go and see Alien at some point.
Yeah,
because you don't want to see Alien. Emma doesn't want to see Alien. So I might try and slip it in at some point, like set a render going and go and watch it, because I want to review Alien. For sure. And see if it's pretty good. So yeah, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, Jesus Christ. He doesn't even say Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
It's a mimic.
You know what came on Sky? Suicide Squad. No, thank you.
Oh, do you know what? That film is
I can't even watch it a second time. I cannot watch that film a second time.
I'm not going to lie, man. It's one of them films. It's not in the same league as Demolition Man, but for what it represents, I can put that on passively and watch it, because there are quite a few parts in it that I do enjoy. What I don't like mainly is the fact that because that's appeared in the spotlight, they've changed Injustice 2 so that Deadshot looks more like Deathstroke. Because he's got his fucking fame from the film. Yeah. So there's no Deathstroke in fucking Injustice 2. What do you think of that, Michael? Your thoughts? Son of a bitch. It's a fucking tragedy. A loss.
I don't care.
Chicanery. Bamboozlement, mate. We've not used that for a while. Bamboozlement.
Skull Island, I want to watch that as well. Get those going up there. Suicide Squad, it's so bad, that movie. I mean, it was on, and I flicked it on, and it was the Joker Harley scene in the vat, and I was like, oh, I need a gangster. Gangster, that's it. I thought it was only the Doctor.
Loves me
Whatever, fucking garbage. But the Patreon page is going to get massive updates soon, because Base showed us how to do it. So it's proper. Because we always send stuff out in email blasts, and a lot of you don't get it.
Email blast.
Yeah, exactly. Like, a lot of you don't get it, so we now figure that we can upload stuff in the background, and it goes onto the page. So even if you sign to Patreon later, you still get the backwards stuff. So we can do that. So we're going to be doing that over the next few days. Emma's working on that. So it's all pretty good. Ladies and gentlemen, that is us done for the night. All your WoW bands, the Destiny 2 bands, we should all be clear on exactly where we are. A few videos come out in the next couple of days. You're going to get a new thing that we're doing, which is the Flash Guides, which is a very quick, like 3-4 minute guide for an entire raid dungeon for the easy difficulties. Before everybody comments on it going, why would I need a guide for this? There is a huge amount of people out there who won't do things like tank LFR because they're not quite sure what the tank should be doing.
I actually voiced up and said that I won't even tank an LFR.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be like super quick stuff to do. We're going to do one for the Black Temple Timewalking. The guild management video will be coming out tomorrow. And there's another one coming out, which is going to be maybe a little controversial, that I'm going to be making. I'm not going to give you the title, but that's coming out on Wednesday. And hopefully we should have the legacy out for Patreon.
Guild management, mate.
Weekendish, depending on the weather. We need to be outdoors for this legacy.
Yeah. You know what? Guild management, I operate mine well differently. I use a bit of the old fucking stream of privilege, and my motto is, yeah?
Everything's mine.
No. Pay your tribute or fuck off.
See you later, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye. Thank you to all the subs and everything else. Let me catch up and double check. Thank you to everybody who subscribes and stuff during the show. We obviously try to keep the show going, so we don't get to give you call-outs, but hopefully you're okay with that and you understand that's why we do it. Thank you very much for the donations as well. You guys are awesome. Oh, loads of subs here. Ascalor, Chrono Swifty, Retro Pally, Mr. Demon Soul, Elvafidia, Arakan, Mixatoy, Koshkash, The Raps, Chicanos, Ryo with a 5 big one donation. Thank you, buddy. I know the Gunslinger comment was aimed at me. Rybic12, Artemis the Champ, The Saint Ghost, Knives, Just Listen, Relax, Just Skryos, Frims, Pidden, Dwast, Lee, Master Tomb donates 20 big ones and says, at work, found your quiet corner. Enjoying a night with you guys. Thank you so much. Jack and I donated 15 big ones. Oh, it's euros? Yep. Been a huge fan of yours for 2 years. Yesterday I decided after watching it live to come and see you. You joined us on Patreon.
Oh, mate, cool. And he says, Vala
Morgalis. And Midi Midori. Thank you, all you wonderful people. We'll see you again soon. Bye!
Good night, mate, tonight. Good night.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
Enjoyed it.
It's the fun part of the job.
Play me out, Sam. Wait, do the ending thing first. You nearly fucking cooked us.
That alright?
That's alright now,
played.
mate. Let it play.